All right. Okay. Gotta think of something. I haven't done this in 2 weeks. I haven't.
Wait, how did we lose all of our skills?
We've lost all the skill. It's because we don't
how
fucking.
Did we fucking do
we
that?
took 2 weeks off and now we have no skill.
Oh my god.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about that sounds. It's like when you take 2 weeks off from math class.
And you're just fucking lost.
And you started out with the guy pointing at the square and being like, is it a square? And then 2 weeks later, he's like, so now this is the quantum theory of... And you're like,
literally,
how
yeah.
the fuck did we get here?
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome to a podcast.
We'll save this relationship.
I'm Josh, he, him.
I'm Sarah, she, her.
And we were gone for 2 weeks.
Yep. We don't know how to fucking do this anymore.
We don't know how to do this anymore. Let's do a brief rundown of why we were gone for 2 weeks. I
don't even fucking remember the first reason.
It has been a whirlwind. I think the first reason was just stress. The first week.
Yeah, you were like really overwhelmed.
I was overwhelmed because it was the end of the month, and I get paid monthly. So basically, every end of the month, I try to like just stagger as much fucking work in.
Yeah.
As possible, just so I'm like, okay, I have an extra $20 now.
Yeah.
Now I can actually do something for the next 30 days. And then having to do the podcast, I think, would have been too much. Yeah. And you had midterms that
at the same time,
yeah. So it was not a great week.
That
just
was cool and fun.
Emotionally, physically, not great.
Yeah.
And we actually found out about long COVID. Those you don't know, we got COVID 3 months ago.
Yes, indeed.
And apparently a symptom of long COVID that happens 3 months after
is fucking depression.
Is a depressive episode
and
that
anxiety.
I for sure had.
Yeah, same.
Which was not great. It was not I
got the regular depression, and I was even on my pills. I was like,
damn, this shit fucking...
What the hell?
I just wasn't excited for anything. I wasn't fucking...
Yeah, you were going through it.
I was, it was not great. Apparently, can we talk about, on the long COVID thing?
Yeah.
Can we talk about how the only way we could have prevented having that
is if
was
we
by
just
doing nothing for 6 weeks?
Off? Yeah.
Which is unimaginable.
And not possible.
Yeah, like fucking... I wish it was possible.
I wish, I didn't have to do anything for 6 weeks. We don't live in a
society that allows us to have a 6 week period where you don't have to work, you just have to relax.
Yeah.
No,
that's not how that works at all.
I wonder if even my sneezing as of late is somewhat related to COVID. I assume it's just allergies because it's spring, but
it's probably just allergies.
But
honestly.
It's weird that a lot of weird shit and I've just not been feeling good 20 months after. So it's like, man, don't get COVID, everybody. Even if you're vaccinated, don't try not and get it. Please.
Yeah, we're triple vaccinated, man.
Right now, yeah.
Don't fucking get it. It sucks. It sucks, asshole.
But so that happened.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about this more in the next episode. But the week after...
We had a fucking wedding.
We had a wedding.
At 8 a.m.
At 8 a.m. And we were going to record, I think. I think we would have been able to.
That night.
But I had a family emergency, as I tweeted out on the podcast. The family emergency was a family pet was going to be fucking put down during the wedding.
Because she had cancer.
Yeah, so we have my sister has a pet that's pretty integral to our relationship. Because,
this is the reason that we got together.
Because I was pet sitting for Lana was her name.
Josh, when we got together, Josh lived in a different city, pretty much.
I lived in a different city, and then I came into it was close enough to where I call it Orlando.
Yeah,
but then I was actually in Orlando and close to you.
It was an hour drive away, so it was significant.
Yeah.
But he was in Orlando because he was pet sitting for his sister.
And I was on Tinder just swiping through, and we matched, and we went on our first date, and then we went back to, And
that was the reason that we got together was because of this fucking dog.
This fucking dog I had to house sit for.
Yeah.
So, that wasn't great, because we got up at do you want to talk about the wedding now or next episode? Because we can talk about Love Island next episode. Not Love Island. What is it?
Love is Blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah, fucking, we're recording these on the same day, as I think we already said. So everything is going to sound really familiar. Sorry.
Oops.
But, fucking, so, okay, we had to go to this fucking wedding, right?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
It's our friend, great friends. Love them.
Awesome.
Don't like their planning.
Why they had to do this shit at 8 a.m.? I don't fucking know why.
8 a.m. wedding. We got up at like, I don't even think, we were supposed to get up at 6, but I think I stayed in until like
6:30 probably.
Yeah. Which that was great because I felt like I had to rush everything.
Yeah, it was cool and fun.
So 6:30 we get up, we take our showers, we get dressed, and then like I think around 7:15
we get in the car.
Yeah, we leave. On the drive there, I'm getting onto I-4, and I get a text from Kayla. The night before, Kayla was like, "Hey, Lana's not doing so hot." Or
I didn't know that.
I think she did. I don't remember. So Lana got diagnosed with cancer like 2 months ago.
No, 1 month.
It was 1 month ago? Okay,
yeah.
So around the time that we were told we were going to go to a wedding, which is great.
Which is cool and also fun.
So a month ago, they take her in. She gets scanned. She has some awful form of cancer.
Yeah.
And apparently, they got told a lot of conflicting information. Like, early on, it was like, oh, it's really bad. But then it was like, oh, actually, it might be good. And then they went into the surgery, found out that it was actually pretty bad.
Yeah.
And, like, the cancer got to her brain, I think is what it was. I think they like... We got pictures of her
eyes or something.
Yeah, so like she has scars on her face. She had scars on her face. Fucking like they had to go in that area just to get an idea of how bad this cancer was. In her fucking face. She had cancer in her head, you know?
Yeah. She had tumors in her head.
Yeah, just a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And fucking for apparently a month she's been fine, and it was supposed to not take up her quality of life.
Then she just had trouble breathing.
She had trouble breathing, and then I want to say that there was some notification like, oh, maybe she's not doing too hot.
Oh.
But I don't remember because it all happened so quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we leave at 7:15, 7:30, I'm on I-4. I get a text saying, oh, we've decided to put her down. She had difficulty breathing the night before, and it's happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like there was a warning compared to like Lielo.
Yeah, who just passed
like in our arms. There was at least like a warning of like, oh, it's gonna happen like soon, today or tomorrow. And that was right before we got to the wedding.
Yeah, so we had to like pretend to be happy and shit.
And like I mean I was happy, good for them.
It was nice.
It was a nice wedding. The pastor was weird.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we get there. I need like 10 minutes before I go in because I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
Because like Lana's dying and I'm like, do I go to this wedding? Do I fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah. We do it and it's fine. I don't know anyone there for like 20 minutes except for you. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's just a bunch of random people that I've never seen before.
That's how weddings work, yeah.
Yeah. And then what is it? It's the ceremony and then the reception. Ceremony was
fucking weird.
Weirdly more religious than I was expecting it to be. That
shit was crazy as hell.
It's not every day that you hear a pastor talk about
pizza and sports teams.
Yeah, and it was like the analogy of like, you know, we have so many
he was like, yeah, okay. So this is my shit. I love listening to pastors talk. My whole life I love listening to pastors talk because they say some crazy ass shit and they know. They fucking know that nobody's listening to them. They start talking in their monotone speech voice from their fucking speech class they took at religion school, and they start fucking saying shit.
Just random things.
Fucking anything. Because they have to do a speech every week. They have to do a fucking speech every week.
Yeah, they might as well just go to like
the same book. They have to think about it. They got to give a book, their job is every week they got to give a book report on the same book on one page, one paragraph.
And they have to expend that out to like 2-3 hours.
What would you say? You would be fucking saying some crazy ass shit.
Yeah, 100%. I would go to like a random word generator and try to find ways to put it into it. And the best part
is most of these guys are fucking idiots. So they don't even have like literature that they can get to, you know? They can't even talk about other books. They're just thinking about what they do in their daily lives. It's like when you're in high school and you're taking the essay class, the like rhetoric class or whatever, and you're taking it with a bunch of idiots and you have to read all of their essays and it's all about how they're like, I love football. There are the reasons why football is the best sport.
Kind of is what this was. Yeah.
It's exactly it, but except for it being one essay in high school. It's the one wedding that this couple gets for their entire life.
For the rest of their lives, and every single person has to remember now.
A significant event in everyone's life who has seen this fucking guy.
And
so
this guy,
he's up there talking about how the Greeks had multiple words for love, but we only have one. Not true at all.
Yeah, so and I were talking about it after, like, wait,
that's
more.
not fucking true. There are other synonyms for the word love.
We've also stolen, like, amor, you know, like, fucking, we still use the other languages to describe love in English. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a weird.
That's stupid as shit. So, you know, whatever. So he's like, oh, there's multiple types of love. Like, you know, love, it might be different about how you love pizza or how you love your favorite sports team. And I don't know about you, Josh, but if I paid money for the most significant event in my life and this man started talking about pizza and sports teams, this is how I deal with trauma. This is how I fucking deal with trauma, is I obliterate a random person. As I'm sitting there, I'm thinking about this dead dog, right? And this
dog
guy
that's about to die, yeah.
This guy starts talking about fucking pizza and sports teams, and my brain is like, think about anything other than the dead dog. Think about literally anything other than that. It's gonna be about how this guy is a fucking idiot this entire time.
Oh my god. And then
I'm just gonna be like, fucking pizza and sports teams. What are we, 3 years old? This is a 3-year-old wedding?
You know,
is this fucking when you go to kindergarten and everybody's like, let's play house, this is the wedding.
Yeah.
It's pizza and sports teams.
Credit where credit's due. This pastor was really good at distracting me from thinking about this soon to be dead dog.
Right, because
so
it's like,
congrats.
whoa.
Good job, friends. You got a good pastor to distract me from death.
Because also, like, he was bad at talking. Like,
yeah, he was
just like, fucking pizza. And, and it's like, we're in a gazebo. There's planes going overhead.
There's a car alarm going off at some
fucking
point.
Palm trees. I just had this surreal moment where I was like, I'm 24 years old. None of my family is in this state. When I was 8 and I was living in Atlanta, could I have ever imagined that I would be here?
Wait,
right
you're telling
here?
me you didn't think you'd between the old folks home high rise and a gentrified fucking
a block away from my childhood home in Florida.
A block away from your childhood home. You didn't expect that to be how your life went?
No.
You didn't expect you didn't expect the fucking pastor equivalent of pineapple on pizza.
Shut your fucking mouth. You know I love pineapple on pizza.
I think pineapple on pizza is great, but it would be as if someone asked a Reddit question of like, it was a hot dog a sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
what it feels like to me, you know? You know, some people love hot dogs as sandwiches, but other people hate hot dogs as sandwiches.
And then this man brings up one of the things in my life that I think I will never forget.
Oh my god.
The 4 C's of marriage.
4 C's of marriage. A thing that recently I looked up.
4 of them.
And apparently there's like real versions of the 4 C's.
I think it's like a business thing.
Yeah, I think it's like a business thing.
I feel like I've been taught that in a scam
it
job.
Sounds so similar to like, you know, ABC always be calling, you know, it's like a weird fucking like
80-20, you know,
here's the 4 H's of health and safety, you know, like what some bullshit that I heard at like Disney or Universal, right? But like
but it's about marriage.
But it's about marriage, and specifically, I don't know what the fuck the religion was. I'm gonna say Catholic. It feels Catholic.
I think it's Baptist.
Baptism, whatever.
Fucking Christian.
All
just
right?
goddamn Christians.
So what's the first C gonna be?
Christ.
It's gonna be Christ.
It's gonna be Christ. It's always gotta be Christ.
It's gotta be Christ.
Now, my favorite thing about that, Josh, is that they're supposed to remember this at every anniversary so that they can sit down with their folders and their calculators.
They get their legal pad out.
And their pencil and paper, and they get to sit down across the table from each other and they go, all right, let's crunch the numbers on this marriage.
What are the percentages of the C's
in each of our 4 C's? How are we? And so there's going to be a conversation. I hope to God, I'm going to call them.
You're going to call them on their fucking wedding anniversary?
Every March 5th. And I'm going to be like, how are you guys doing in your 4 C's?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Honestly, yeah.
How are you doing with your relationship to Christ?
How are you doing it? Yeah. With your relationship to Christ.
Tell me right now.
What was okay?
So Christ.
Christ was the first one, and you got to put yourself before Christ.
No, you got to put Christ before yourself.
Christ before yourself. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Put yourself before Christ. That's sacrilegious.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. Yeah. So that I misspoke. Apologies to Christians. Second one.
Yeah.
Was second one communication or was it third one?
I think communication was third. I think the second one was compromise.
That's good for a marriage. Oh yeah. Okay. Compromise.
Yeah.
Communication.
And then covenant. Ark of the Covenant. You have to watch Indiana Jones every year.
Didn't he said it was something about like
it was about giving 100% when you're getting nothing.
We looked that up and that's not what that is, right? That's like it's literally something else.
It means a similar thing, but not exactly that.
Exactly that. Yeah, it's kind of a weird way to twist it.
Yeah, I mean it's the church. They take words and they make up definitions for it. I mean,
yeah, but like I get that. Yeah, but then because I literally looked up like 4 C's of marriage, and it is apparently a somewhat real thing that other. I guess not pastors, but like wedding officials, whatever the fuck they're called, that aren't religious, they use. And it's like the regular shit. There's communication, compromise. I think compassion is one of them, which is a good one. That's pretty good. I would fucking bet.
Yeah.
And I keep saying clarity, and I don't know why.
I don't know. I guess you want clarity, huh?
But I guess I'm just going to communication. There's another C in there.
There's some fucking C in there.
Come, whatever. It doesn't matter.
You have to come a lot.
You have to come a lot.
To have a good marriage. Fucking yeah, no.
So that was weird.
I want to be a fly on the wall on the conversation between not even our friends, any couple that has to do the 4 C's of marriage.
Yeah, I want to know how many people actually use it, because the pastor only brought up one couple that has used it
multiple years. But fucking like, you know, sitting down with your partner for 20 years and being like, hey, listen, baby, I love you so much. I love you so much. You're the best. 20 years, I'll never have anybody else. But when I'm giving you nothing, you're not giving me 100%. You gotta give me 100% when I give you nothing. Yeah. Remember? Covenant, baby.
Covenant, baby.
Baby, covenant.
Baby,
hey, gabagool, covenant.
And then they write into the podcast.
Yeah, and they say, why won't my wife suck my dick? When I'm literally beating the shit out of her in the name of Christ.
God,
she's bound by her vows.
She's bound by her vows, dude. You know, I think it's a probably reasonable thing.
Were there vows?
No, there weren't.
Oh my God.
I think they just said, I do. I think the pastor just said, do you take them?
That's kind of based.
I mean, it sped things up, based. You know, fuck it. Yeah.
It did speed things up.
I was not in the mood to fucking.
That's pretty based.
What was it? Fucking I think it's reasonable to like check in and see how you're feeling about the relationship. Yeah. Maybe every 5 years.
I don't know.
You know,
whenever
whatever you want. Yeah, like if you wanted to use milestones, right?
Yeah.
If you want to, you know, be a weird like stickler for the rules, you know.
Yeah, I feel like that's got to be, you know, you can get stale in a relationship at any point in time, you know. So checking in and being like, hey, I want more, you know, is normal. Yeah. That's normal.
Yeah, I think it's normal too.
Saying, hey, I just feel like our relationships with Christ
getting a little weak, actually. I
think we got to work on that.
Yeah, work on that. Why aren't you going to the church? Why aren't you fucking going to the church?
Yeah. Especially when I know one of them is not religious that much.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny.
And I think that's what gave me the whiplash, was I was not expecting it, because I was like, I have never heard our friend talk about religion like for longer than 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Spoiler to the newlywed. That isn't our. That is.
To be fair, I
assume they
was in a band with that person, and they never talked about how shitty it was to have to go through the fucking the marriage counseling. They never talked about how shitty it is. They just said that they were doing it.
Okay.
So I mean, newlywed couple, if you're watching this, it was good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that's good. I don't know. I believe in y'all, actually.
No, yeah,
as
I believe
a couple.
in y'all too. You guys are
just don't do this 4 C's thing.
It's not fun.
Just have fun.
Go back to normal.
Yeah.
You don't have to change too much.
They've been together for so long.
all
Just
marriage.
Keep going.
Remember, guys, all marriage changes is hospital stays and taxes.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Don't put so much pressure on yourself, I feel like.
True. God.
Also, don't listen to us, because we're 2 fucks.
Yeah. Disclaimers. Fucking, can we talk about the just real quick sidebar? Fucking, can we talk about
the half and half?
Yeah. Because I need to get this off my chest.
There's a point where we all sat down.
It was a reception. It was
us 2 and 4 friends.
Yeah, and
sitting down at the reception.
And I had only a
McDonald's
McCafe
coffee
latte. Yeah.
And if you don't know us, that means that we're gonna die soon.
Because I think we had like 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Because we tried to go to bed at 12, and my body was like, "How about you go fuck yourself?"
Yeah.
We don't go to bed at this time.
That's not right.
That's not the right time. No, you're gonna stay up until fucking 2. You're gonna put on a goddamn marble race, and you're gonna fucking stay up, bitch.
And that's what my body tells me. You're gonna feel like shit tomorrow.
And you're gonna feel like absolute shit.
Yeah.
And fuck you.
Yeah.
It's like my body knew that like tomorrow's gonna be the worst day, so it just wanted to make it as worse as possible.
Exactly.
But like so we got up at 6:30, fucking tired as hell. Only had 1 coffee. I chugged it basically once we sat down.
Yeah. And then you got up to go get more coffee.
So I saw, they finally had the coffee out. I saw there was a coffee thing.
As soon as they put the coffee out,
as soon as they put the coffee, yeah, I was up. I fucking was like, all right, I'm getting the coffee. Let's go. Let's do this.
Let's go.
So I get coffee and 2 cups, 1 for both of us. You
didn't know whether to put the creamer or the half and half in.
Yeah, so I was like, I didn't know which one you would want to prefer. So I was like, all right, I'll do one that's half and half and one that's creamer.
Yeah.
I did the creamer first, stirred it a little bit.
It was fine.
Yeah. I need to point out a weird thing I do that I really don't need to do. I always use the same stirring thing between drinks. I do it.
You don't want to make
I don't want to make more trash, waste a spoon, So I do that here. I do it everywhere. I put the half and half in. I should have known the second I poured it in that it wasn't great.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't liquid. It was crystals is the best way I can describe it. It was crystallized half and half that wouldn't mix into the coffee. And I stirred and stirred and stirred.
It was like frozen?
It wasn't even frozen. If it was frozen, it would have warmed up pretty fucking quickly.
Well, but maybe it was bad and they froze it and then they...
The half and half was expired.
Yeah, the half and half was expired.
I need to say that now. But it was, I don't even know
what they probably did? They probably ran out of half and half with a different marriage, a different wedding, and they just got one from the freezer. But when you freeze dairy products, it lessens the half-life of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like when you unfreeze them, they go bad really quickly.
Yeah, so they probably
So that's exactly what happened.
But then also they probably just had it out for long at the other wedding too, so it probably went bad before it was frozen.
Yeah,
if that's the case. I don't think too much of it immediately, which I should have.
And then the funniest part is you bring it to the table. We're all sitting down and go, "Hey, yeah, you want this?"
All right, Sarah, you got to pick one: regular creamer or half and half.
And I go, "Ooh!" And I look at the coffee, and it's fucking. I don't even know how to. It's like an art piece.
It's coffee. Like, okay, imagine shredding paper.
Yeah.
And just putting it into a cup of coffee, and maybe the coffee got a little bit lighter because of it. It was not great. And
the funniest part was we were sitting there, and it was funny as fuck because everybody there was all trying to be all like, we're at a wedding.
And I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, of course we don't give a shit.
Because it's an 8 o'clock wedding.
Yeah.
On a Saturday.
Yeah, like fuck that. So then fucking we're just showing everybody this expired thing of half and half where I'm just like, hey, you want to see this coffee? And they're like, yeah, coffee? Okay. Oh.
What the fuck is that?
That was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun time. Grossing out people.
Yeah.
Where was I? Half and half. We stayed at the wedding for until 11, I think.
I think so.
And then we finally left and can process the emotions of a dying dog.
Yeah.
So yeah, that bummed us out.
I had 3 mimosas too, which made me feel like an asshole once we got home because I just had to nap off my.
Which I mean, whatever. I mean, I get it. At that point, it was always out of our control. You know, it's not going to be our choice. And now Lana's not in pain, which is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, we called my sister and cried I cried for a good amount. Sarah and I talked about it afterwards and napped.
Yeah, we just took a
nap.
nap.
And then I tried working. So it was still work day.
God.
And I was like, yeah, we're not fucking recording today.
Yeah, it's a fucking terrible day.
Yeah. And
honestly, the wedding was nice though. Everything else
wedding was
other
nice.
than
Everything,
our own personal things.
Our own personal
wedding was very
things
beautiful.
We didn't want to get up early.
It was a really fun wedding. The food was good. I got food poisoning from some of the food.
Yeah, you had.
But it's okay.
Wait, you're telling me the place that had expired half and half gave one of us food poisoning?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of my fault. Like I continued to eat everything that they had because I'm a fat ass. I was like, free food.
Free food. Hell yeah. I was also like that, so I don't blame you. But
like,
it was like
I got this like broccoli cheese casserole, which by the way, fucking worth it. Honestly,
I will say it's a weird.
That shit was awesome.
In hindsight, yeah, I think maybe the reason why I wasn't too keen to it was because that was also dairy. But I also had chicken Alfredo, so that doesn't really count. But like,
yeah,
I feel like Alfredo you might be able to get away with somehow. I don't know why.
Yeah, with a casserole you got to put cream in there and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, but fucking yeah, I got that shit and it was like spongy and weird, but I ate it anyway and it tasted delicious. And then at that night, if you follow me on Twitter, you know, I had the worst fucking shits of my entire life.
At 3 a.m.
At 3 a.m.
Gone sexual.
I think, yeah, I think God doesn't exist because why would he put that? Why would he let that be an experience?
That was a test. You were one of the few non-religious people at this religious wedding.
And I made it known for sure.
Yeah, you made it known. So God fucking smited you on that one.
Well, I don't know. It's good that the marriage will be Christ-like then.
Yeah.
If he does exist, so that's good.
That's true. Yeah. But yeah, that's why we were gone for 2 weeks.
Yep.
And now we're recording 2 episodes today because we're out next week.
Yeah, we're going to New Orleans.
We're going to fucking New Orleans, and we still want to make sure there's an episode for 2 weeks.
Yeah, because we've been gone for 2 weeks.
We've been gone for 2 fucking weeks, and now it's like, oh, fuck, we can't take a week off.
We can't be gone again.
YouTube won't like that. They won't give us $2.
I need $2.
I need that whole $2 to.
What the fuck else has happened? I feel like everything's been like shitty on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, did we go on break right when the war started, or
maybe?
I don't remember. Was there?
There's
war
a fucking
war
war
There's
now.
A war now. We leave for 2 weeks and there's a war.
Yeah. Wow, guys. Let
me see. Let me actually look right now because that actually could be. We were gone for long enough for a
goddamn war to happen.
Ukraine to happen.
We went on hiatus one time before, and then January 6th happened.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Why
you
do
guys
we ever
really
take
gotta
a break?
fucking? You guys gotta control yourselves when we're not making a podcast.
Literally, though. Like, okay, so let me look up when this war started and when our last episode was.
It's honestly really irresponsible to not keep your emotions in check just because we're not here. All right, guys.
I think it's irresponsible that we this isn't our full-time job because
yeah,
no one pays us to do this full time.
If we're gonna stop wars and stop
we
coups,
have to be on it every single week.
So we should be getting more money for it.
Just manipulating people into giving us money.
Yeah,
I think you should support us if you want to. Don't worry, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we don't fucking care.
Yeah, but like fucking.
But stop doing wars when we're gone.
Stop doing war crimes while we're gone.
It's weird.
All right, so Ukraine. What if I looked up our podcast and Ukraine invasion at the same time?
Putin is like, there's no podcast this
There's
week.
no podcast.
Ah!
I want to hear these people's stories. I'm gonna say that Ukraine started while we were gone, but
yeah, we're just gonna fucking say it. If
we're gonna say
wrong,
it probably isn't true. I don't know.
Oh my god, if we get a comment that's like, that's not true.
Actually, you guys posted 2 days right before it started, and I'm not gonna read it.
Yeah, we're not gonna read it, man.
But yeah, that's why we're gone for 2 weeks.
Yep.
But now we're back, and we're doing 8 stories today.
Here to save the world.
We're here. We're gonna save the world one
your
fucking
problems.
One story at a time. Cheers, we did it. We're back.
Nice.
You ready for some fucking listener stories?
Let's fucking go, baby.
Let's fucking go. Let's go. You first. I went first last time, so you gotta go.
Okay. Let's go, baby. Trigger warning. Grooming, I think. Pretty much. Sexual assault. Whatever. Those things.
the whatever trigger warning.
Fucking whatever. I don't know. If you get triggered, don't listen to this. Finn, he, she. Those are the pronouns that they sent. That's fine. Call them whatever you want. I'm 18 and my friend is the same age. Her crush, on the other hand, is 22, meaning that they met when she was 15 and he was 19.
Wait, what?
Yep.
It's not
There's
great.
a question coming up that's, am I the asshole? No, you're not.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
Come on, guys. Come on. I don't know. You're 18. You don't know.
I mean, yeah,
But
okay.
I didn't do anything about it at first because the guy made it clear to her from the beginning that he didn't see them in a romantic relationship. She was happy with how they were as friends. Everything was great until my friend decided to introduce me to him. She introduced me at the beginning of their friendship. I was 15, he was 19. After a few hours of talking, he started being very touchy. He would hug me out of nowhere. He wanted to hold my hands. I felt very uncomfortable, but because of my trauma related to sexual harassment, you're not an asshole? Already,
yeah, you have trauma related to this, yeah.
I was afraid to say no. Often he would say things like, you're the prettier friend, or that skirt would look so good on you.
Okay, all right, well.
When my friend was with us, I felt uncomfortable all the time, and at some point my friend couldn't stand it and started crying. I started to comfort her, but he didn't care. I broke down when he kissed me on the forehead. After that, I blocked him on all social media and said that I didn't want to speak to him ever again. But my friend still talked to him and was on his side. She said to me that he just wanted to show you affection. Now, the biggest problem, I had to start talking to him again after almost 2 years since that incident. I was forced to stay at my friend's house for a week due to my parents being sick, and he had to stay the night. So we started talking, but I still kept my distance. It obviously didn't stop him to again saying things like, I am single right now, so if you want, or that he would love to go somewhere without my friend, but my friend told me straight to my face, it's only a joke. I was shocked my friend chose the side of the guy who makes me feel uncomfortable, and now I don't know what to do because I've known her for 11 years and I don't want our friendship to fall apart because of some guy. Well, too bad it has, because that friend is not your friend.
Yeah, your friend is not a safe person to be around anymore.
She's choosing a man over you.
Every single time you hear someone say the word, it's just a joke.
It's not.
It's just a prank, you know.
What they're actually telling you is your feelings don't matter.
Your feelings don't matter. Fucking
deal with it. I want to suck this guy's dick. I mean, and that's it. If your friend starts crying because this older guy friend is giving you male attention, believe it or not, she probably wants that male attention instead of you.
Yeah, which is not great. It sucks.
I'm only saying that if it's only like followed up with, I'm on his side.
That's so weird. I really
I can understand like feeling somebody else is uncomfortable and really getting upset at this situation because it's grooming and it's a piece of shit.
Because like, okay, 19, 15.
Pedophile. Yeah,
it's like, you know, fucking.
It's a pedophile.
That's a pedophile at that point. I'm pretty confident to say. Because like 19, you're probably also out of fucking high school. Like, it's no one likes a fucking senior dating a freshman. I feel like that's a pretty weird thing.
It's weird, but this isn't even that. This is not even a fucking college age kid.
That's the thing. Yeah, like it's already weird if it were in the same school. It's weirder because it's some college age dipshit that can't get a college fucking partner. So
15-year-olds, I really want you all to know, when you are college age, there's so many fucking instances where you can get laid. You can get laid so many times in college. College is about fucking having social interactions with each other.
Yeah, pretty much. It's networking and it's social interaction.
There are many times. I think that's the most amount of times I've ever had a fucking instance where you can get laid. So a 19-year-old in college choosing to say, no, I don't want to get laid.
I don't want to go to these fucking dorms.
I'm going to go stay over at a 15-year-old girl's house.
Yeah, baby.
Is insane.
That's wild. Yeah, there's something wrong.
That man he has something wrong in his head.
Yeah,
your friend
how the fuck
just is, I don't know, she's just dumb enough to not. Well, but then also she's probably being groomed too.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's still grooming because it's an adult, a legal adult, literally taking advantage of.
I don't know where her parents are. Why they're letting her hang out with a 19-year-old man.
That's weird to me. Yeah.
I don't know, but at this point, you're not a.
Yeah, you're not
an asshole.
You're
here.
not an asshole, and you probably shouldn't be friends with your friend anymore because fucking.
She's putting you in dangerous situations with a grown ass man.
Yeah, literally. So like fucking.
That's bad. That's really bad.
That's not.
She's not a safe person for you
not
anymore.
Not a safe person, and not fucking.
I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm sounding harsh, but like at this,
I mean, you read so many stories where a baby gets raped, and you're like, guys, no,
guys, stop raping babies.
Stop raping babies, and don't blame the baby.
Yeah, and I really want to,
like shit,
iterate that, like, yeah, okay, this man is the one that is the
real asshole.
Is the weirdo. Yeah.
Yeah, and
this guy's
your friend is in a bad situation, but also doing bad things to you. So
yeah,
you gotta get out. You gotta bounce.
You have to protect yourself. Is the point that I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's
just your friend also needs to protect herself. But sometimes I don't know. You can't stay in a situation to be like, hey, stop hanging out with this guy. If she's gonna so staunchly be like, no, I'm his friend. If anything, get out of there and then tell her parents.
Yeah, because, fucking... Because someone needs to come into the middle of this and be like, this is a weird fucking...
I mean, I've known this from being a teenage girl, but I've also never realized how widespread this problem is, that nobody, and I mean nobody, is protecting teenage girls.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's not...
anything. Like, nobody really ends up giving a shit. I don't really know why. I think it's so fucking stupid. But it's becoming like, I guess that's why, I don't know. I guess that's why I'm like, no, you got to be smart. Like, you got to get yourself out of this situation. You got to know that this is a bad time.
Yeah.
Where are the fucking parents? Where are the teachers? Where are the adults?
Why is everyone cool with this? Yeah, because like I even remember like fucking being in high school and hearing like people I knew talk about having relationships with like, even when I was 17, like 19-year-olds, like fucking, or like
20-year-olds, or 24-year-olds. Nobody's telling you that that's a bad thing. It's our job. It's older women's job to say, that's not right. That's not okay. He's a criminal. He's a bad person. You are not safe.
Yeah, like literally.
And I guess that's why I'm very serious about it, is because like you can't be not serious about it.
You gotta be. Yeah.
For some reason, it's like an accepted thing.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. No, not at all.
It's just, God, it's just creepy, just weird and not good. And it's just going to lead to people being traumatized. Like literally, like women are just going to get traumatized from this. The more that like,
I don't want to hear the like, I met my boyfriend at 15 when he was 19. Yeah, he groomed you. Yeah, he groomed you.
Yeah, he groomed you. Yeah. You're legal and you have all this access to legal other people, and you still decide, nah,
I'm gonna go fuck a sophomore in high school.
Find that sophomore. Yeah,
it's weird. That's fucking weird.
That's very fucking weird.
People will be friends with those guys that have a girlfriend that's a sophomore in high school. That's wrong too. Like, you should.
Yeah, don't be friends with that guy. Fuck
you should be like,
guy.
Dennis, you need to go to therapy.
You
need to get therapy for your pedophilia.
Literally. Yeah, like fucking
Dennis.
Like.
Yeah.
God. What assholes, man. I don't. Why the fuck?
It's not a gray area.
It's not. No, not at all.
To me, I don't know. It's just not. Anyway, yeah. Of course, you're not an asshole.
Yeah, not the asshole.
Your friend is gone. Your friend is gone.
Sadly, I mean, I guess you got to do the thing where you keep an open line but don't engage. Yeah,
because
at some point they'll probably maybe.
Yeah, she'll come out of there and be like,
"Oh yeah, this is not great.
This is a terrible situation." Hopefully.
Yeah, 22. Like, imagine having a fucking bachelor's degree.
Yeah,
and being like, no, high school degree is what really.
That's what I want.
Fresh high school degree. All right, that's what a fucking.
And nobody's gonna be more freaked out by that than people who have gone through those ages.
Yeah,
because when you're in that age, you could be like, well, yeah, I don't know. But when you turn 24 or 23, you're like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
That shit is insane because your life changes so much. You're like, now I'm thinking about buying a house. Why would I fuck a 19-year-old?
Yeah, this is not.
Why would I ever?
Bro, I run a fucking podcast now. I basically have a business.
We're business owners.
We're business owners, unironically. And the idea of like entering a high school is not like not even like talking to a high schooler, being anywhere close to a teenager
on the premises of a high school.
You should call the cops on me then at that point.
Guys, it's date night. I gotta go pick up my girlfriend from high school. It's okay. She's a senior. She's fucking legal. No. What?
Sorry,
can't do that. It's senior week. Sorry, can't do. Oh yeah, it's actually so crazy. My girlfriend's been in my house all week because it's spring break.
Oh, I gotta sign these. I gotta sign this paperwork because technically I don't go to her school or whatever. But I want to go to prom with her, so I gotta sign all this legal work saying.
These men are sick in the head.
Remember, everybody, once you have to bring up the it's legal argument, you're already on the bad side of history.
You're on the bad side of history. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, Scientology is legal.
Cryptoland technically is a legal thing.
Doesn't mean it's a good thing.
Mental maturity should be enough, guys.
Bear attacks are legal.
Bear attacks are legal. You can't legally get attacked by a bear.
There's nothing. You can't sue that bear.
Can't sue that bear. Sorry, you can't dress up that bear in a suit and expect to get $1 million from him. You know,
Liz. Fuck. Protect yourself.
Protect yourselves, everybody. Jesus.
And I mean, call an adult. Get an adult
Jesus
in your
Christ.
life.
That guy's gonna grow up and make like the fucking Alabama version of the Don't Say Gay bill. That's literally.
And also adults, it's our responsibility to look out for this shit.
Yeah, literally. Fucking
honestly, yeah. If you know your brother's little sister is dating your brother's friend or something, get in there and be like, yo, bitch,
what the fuck?
What is wrong with that?
Yeah.
You don't do that. And go to the guy and be like, you're a piece of shit pedophile.
Literally.
Call it out. I don't know. I'm heated about this because I also was a 16-year-old and I was a fat 16-year-old, meaning that when you're bigger and a teenage girl, men will try to treat you like a cum dumpster. Men will fucking treat you like you're just a piece of meat. And I think that really affected me in my teenage years too. And I also didn't really have anybody telling me that that was wrong. Like, men would be like, oh, you're 16? Hell yeah. And I would be like, no, I'm creeped out, luckily, because I was not ready for anything like that.
Yeah.
But that was the reason that I did not enter into a relationship with these men, was because I was not ready. And I was very like, no. Nobody in my life was like, yeah, that's wrong. That's fucked up.
That's completely fucked up, yeah.
So I guess that's why I'm going so hard. I don't know.
Yeah, I get it. Damn.
Solved it.
Solved it. Remember everybody, if as long as you say solved it and dab afterwards, you can still technically be considered a comedy podcast on Apple and Spotify.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Spotify, by the way, you should still uninstall.
I guess fuck what they think.
Yeah. All right, did I send myself? I did send themselves. I'm not going to pretend like I didn't. I know I did.
That would be really funny if you didn't.
Hold for 20 minutes while Josh goes and... That's
the thing it was supposed to do 2 hours ago.
Yeah, God. So, this next story.
Yeah.
Comes to us from Anonymous. Mm-hmm. She, her.
Okay.
I, 21 female, have a cousin / best friend forever, 22 female.
Oh.
Recently, while I was at the club, I got a call from her basically in a state of panic. She had called me because her boyfriend had passed out after having a seizure and she didn't know what to do.
Oh, shit.
Her boyfriend had some sort of heart condition, so I was freaking out. I couldn't hear that well because of the music, but I could hear her crying and having a panic attack. I told her to calm down and call 911, then to call me back when they got there. I'm currently living in another state 20 hours away, so there's not much I could do.
Yeah.
But since she was freaking out, I left my friends and walked back to my apartment at 1 a.m., calling anyone that was near her to go check on her.
Good.
On my way back, I got catcalled twice. Normally, I would never put myself in that situation, but I couldn't just stay at the party.
Well,
I called her.
I mean, yeah, you shouldn't get catcalled. That's not you putting yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
At this point, I'm freaking out. I got to my apartment. I called back, and her boyfriend picked up the phone, and I was confused. I asked if he was okay, and he said yeah. Then I asked for my cousin, and he put her on and when I asked her what happened, she told me it was just a dare/prank. I broke out in tears. I was so mad that I told her off and hung up. She keeps texting and calling, but I don't respond. I'm really upset with her. Something like that isn't a funny prank, and apparently they were at the party with her and her BF, so that's when she got dared. I'm pretty sure she was drunk, but I was also drunk, so that just doesn't mix well.
No.
About a month and a half after, a few things have happened. After the initial incident, my cousin didn't message me for 3 weeks. At first, I thought she expected me to reach out first or something. She didn't message me until the Monday before Thanksgiving. We were both going to be in town. When she messaged me, the only thing she asked was if I was still mad, and I replied yes. She messaged, "All right, great talk." After reading this, I then responded back with a long message asking how she expected me to forgive her when she couldn't even message me to apologize sober. We got into a heated argument in which she said that although she was sorry and it was a bad joke, what she did was still a joke.
Nope, not as sorry if you qualify it.
Yep, God. After that message, I stopped texting back. That made me even more mad that she couldn't be accountable for her actions. Come Thanksgiving Day, she comes over to my house without telling me and is chatting with my parents, and I'm silent. After half an hour, she got up to leave and my mom followed her. When my mom got back, she was upset with me because apparently she was going to spend Thanksgiving with me this year, so she wouldn't be bored at her house. I told my mom that I didn't want to be near her, especially since we hadn't resolved our issues. My mom told me I shouldn't hold a grudge against her anymore, but I can't because she's broke my trust. We have not spoken since.
So, okay. I mean, we got criticized on iTunes, I think, for saying the B word, calling women the B word because it's sexist or whatever. And I really just want to say right now, this woman's a fucking bitch. This woman's a dumb bitch. Her plan was to have Thanksgiving with you, and then she pretended that her boyfriend was having a seizure 3 weeks earlier.
Yeah, that's not great.
And then she was upset that you wouldn't have her over for Thanksgiving. You're dumb. You're stupid. You're fucking stupid. Of course. These are the consequences for your actions.
Yeah.
What?
I want to say, I know you didn't say that you were, you didn't ask if you thought you were the asshole because you know you're not.
Yeah, you're not the asshole. Because
your
you're
sister,
not.
Huge asshole.
Your cousin.
Cousin, sorry.
Bro, she's not even your fucking sister. She's your fucking uncle's daughter.
Yeah, like, sorry, but no,
what the fuck?
Yeah, she sucks.
She
the 100% sucks. Yeah.
God damn it. And then she ruins your Thanksgiving.
Yeah, not only that, like what? Okay, listen. I don't want to go off on this rant because I really fucking listen. Okay.
She's a dumb bitch.
Yeah, so this is the we say this a lot. I think I've never really delved into why I'm upset with like that it's just a prank, it's just a joke type shit.
Yeah.
You know, like
it's never used when it's actually a joke.
It's never used when it's actually a joke, right? So like I was a piece of shit in high school, right?
Okay.
Well, 100%. I'll admit it here. Yeah, like I had this weird fucking like sarcastic asshole humor. Anthony Jeselnik. I was compared to Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh yeah.
Not proud of that in hindsight.
That's not always not
a fun.
Yeah, reason.
You know. And then like because you fucking say, oh, it's just satire, and then you move on. It's the fucking Leafy argument, right?
Yeah, right.
And if you just say it's satire, then you can get away with saying bigoted, awful shit, right?
Right.
And that sucks because there's actual people that do have like, dark humor and like can craft a joke.
Yeah.
And then fucking like, then you have this asshole come in and be like, oh no, wouldn't it be funny if my boyfriend was dying? Like, what the fuck,
That's what I'm fucking, I mean, okay.
Like, it's so like, I personally, as someone who tries to be funny in a way that isn't like, mean or an asshole, like mean towards people that like
deserve it.
And when I mean deserve it, I mean like
the people that pretend that their boyfriend is dying.
They make an active choice to be shitty and be a horrible person to other people. Those people deserve to be mocked, shunned, etc. Right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be mocked or shunned for like shit you can't choose, shit that's out of your control, things that like fucking.
And now also you have to deal with the trauma of being catcalled twice.
Yes, and during a time when like you're freaking out over a potentially potentially deadly situation.
I mean, if I'm being honest, that can happen literally at any time. But it wouldn't have happened if she didn't do this shit to you.
That's another thing.
That's
too.
really fucked up.
Your sister put you in a situation,
and you're valid for being upset about that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and I don't blame you for not speaking to her because, like,
you
your
should
cousin
not.
fucking
She's being
sucks.
fucking crazy, dude.
Literally.
I don't know. People are mad at Vosh right now for telling J.K. Rowling that she needs to shut the fuck up forever. And then J.K. Rowling turned it into like an anti-feminist thing, even though she's a fucking TERF.
Yeah,
you know?
literally. And like, fucking...
and it's like, I don't know, sometimes maybe this is just me being fucking not super feminist. I would try to be as feminist as possible.
Yeah, no, I think
there are a lot of situations where women don't get it as much credit as they should, or also are
100%.
persecuted. However, I think when you're a TERF, you should shut the fuck up. That's what I think. I think when you're a person who does shitty things to other people, you have consequences.
There's a consequence for your action. Yeah, literally.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't think that the fucking, well, I'm a woman is a get out of jail free card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know I'm making up a guy and getting mad at the guy that I made up, but also, like, I don't know, this lady fucking sucks.
This lady, yeah. Like,
why does she think that she can do that shit?
No, literally.
What is up with that? Why?
Again, that's literally, why are you
so goddamn entitled? And then why do you show up at the person you harassed at Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
On Thanksgiving, you're a terrible
person. And causes your mom to get mad at you.
And you don't even apologize, which, you know, God bless this person that sent in this story would have probably had talked to her even if she apologized.
God, yeah.
Imagine if she did apologize.
Yeah, how do you come back from that? Like, you can't. You can't.
That's fucking crazy. People have been canceled. Prank shows have been prank channels on YouTube have been canceled for that shit.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
I really can't stress enough. Anytime someone says it was just a joke or it's just a prank, you walk away.
Also very ableist to make fun of disabled people that have seizures.
Yeah. Why are you joking about that?
Actually, yeah, you shouldn't joke about that at all, huh?
Yeah. You shouldn't joke about that in any... Ever. Yeah, in any situation. Any situation, like, okay, I'm gonna call you up. Here's my epic prank. All right, here's my epic prank for my YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. Right. I'm gonna call up.
Yeah.
My mother, and I'm gonna tell her, Mom, we just got broken into. They had a gun. They shot. Sarah got shot twice, and I don't know what to do.
You really are just making fun of victims.
Literally, yeah. That's what you're fucking doing
when you do that.
Literally. What a
dumb bitch.
What a dumb. I get it, man.
She's just dumb, man. I don't know what else to
haha,
say.
that would be so funny. Is your cousin a fucking bully too? Like, while you're at it?
It's bully behavior.
That's bully behavior, 100%. Jesus. But yeah, no, you're not the asshole, and don't communicate with them until they actually give apologies, if they ever do.
Or don't, even after that. It's like, fuck them. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What a terrible ass person.
What a terrible person. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. What the fuck?
Jesus. I really can't stress enough, guys. Fucking.
Bro, and the fact that she was like, well, great talk. Bye.
Great talk.
I would just be like, you fucking little cunt.
Yeah.
You little fucking cunt, dude.
Honestly, yeah. And it's really, it's not even like a fucking, like if a man did that too, I'd still be upset. You know?
Yeah,
like fucking,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's just shitty human behavior. Yeah. At the end of the day. So like fucking.
You can call a man a cunt. That's cunt behavior.
That's cunt behavior, yeah. Dick behavior, asshole behavior, shitty behavior. Yeah. Any word you want to use. Yeah. It's shitty.
It's not gendered. Fucking, we had another person talk about that with their male friend, I think. Or their, non-binary friend.
Yeah.
Who called in and did the same shit about their friend who died while their friend was on Molly.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
That's terrible.
That was terrible.
Yeah. Guys, I've been running for 7 fucking years. I know what my words mean, and I know what my words do. All right?
Yeah.
Don't worry.
We choose our words very carefully.
Very fucking carefully.
Okay, so this is Alex, they, them. Am I the asshole? Warning, this contains sexual manipulation.
Oh, no.
I, 16 non-binary, and my ex-best friend, 16 male, Used to be super close back in year 9. He always talked about how horny he was and how he got boners in class just by looking at me. It was weird, but I thought it was normal. One day he came up with an idea called spicy science.
What?
It was where he would touch my inner thigh further and further up until I would get so uncomfortable I would leave. He got off on it. I'm going to take a break right here. This man is a criminal. This man is a criminal.
This man needs to be put in jail sooner than later.
Things like this and him touching my chest went on for about 6 months. I told him over and over that I didn't like him back, but he would send pictures of self-harm and say I made him do it.
I'm out. Okay, well, I gotta tell you this right now. What's the question? You're the asshole because you're not.
Yeah, you're not.
You're not an asshole in this situation. Gotta give you. Yeah.
This is so fucked up that people do that shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill myself unless you suck my dick. Fucking awful.
Evil.
Cunt. Yeah. You're man.
Evil person.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. One day I felt so bad I sent him nudes. He held them over my head for about a year, so I felt like I couldn't leave. I never actually said no out of fear of hurting him. I just sort of laughed it off and sometimes told him to not be so sexual. I eventually told my school after a really bad fight, and he got expelled. I ruined his life. I never actually said no, so am I the asshole? You didn't ruin his life. He's a fucking rapist in training, and he ruined his own life.
Literally, yeah. You can't.
Dude, he didn't ruin his life.
Literally didn't.
He was sexually coercing you.
Yeah, that was
and
coercion, harassment,
extortion.
This fucking Harvey Weinstein in training.
Harvey Weinstein Jr. motherfucker.
Yeah, literally. Like, you can't.
No,
not the asshole.
You are not the asshole at all. In fact, you
did the right thing.
Caused him to have consequences. Luckily, good, because otherwise he would have thought that.
That being said, I am sorry that they had to deal with this man because, holy shit,
that's fucking crazy.
Okay, guys,
that's not a normal situation.
Listen. Spicy science, I think.
Spicy science is.
It's I mean, I'm gonna put that on levels of like
if the rest of it wasn't so depressing.
That's like the Patriot Act. You know what I mean? It's like calling something. It's like disguising the worst
the science
thing.
Part.
Literally, yeah.
Is it like an experiment? Are you in science class? Is it like an experiment of how low can you go?
Yeah, like it's the experiment of how much can I get away with before.
Rape science.
Yeah, literally, that's what it is. Like, you literally got coerced, you got fucking extorted.
That's sexual assault.
Every single thing, you did the right thing of fucking telling the school because fucking
these stories are making me angry, guys. Yeah, you guys deserve more.
You guys need. This society sucks, man.
This is what I'm talking about. Why are these kids not being told like? This is bad. Like, look out for this.
Yeah.
I will say,
the education system's fucked. Like,
my mom wasn't great. My mom was not a great mom, but like, she told me when I was very young, if somebody does something to you and you don't like it and you say no and they continue to do it, you'd fucking tell me.
Yeah, because
you tell me about
they will
that.
Fucking.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess you can hear that too and go through that situation and still be so scared that you don't tell anybody about it.
Yeah, so like...
But I don't know. I feel like there needs to be clearer messaging about that.
No, 100%.
To help children, like, realize that these situations are not good.
Yeah, literally.
I don't know. I just think, like, why are we focusing so hard on, like, every person is good, nobody's bad.
No,
everybody
has... There are a lot of bad people.
There are bad people out there.
So many people are bad.
The biggest thing that I see in these stories all the time is that somebody is saying, this person has crossed all of the boundaries that I set up.
Every single one.
But somebody else told me I was a bad person. So am I a bad person?
No, you just dealt with two bad people.
Yeah, those are just two bad people.
Remember, someone that enables bad behavior is a bad person.
Yes. And I don't know. I feel like that's like a radical idea now. It's like, Oh, there can't be that many bad people
These
out there.
Fucking liberals keep on telling me that I can't fucking flash my penis at the movie theater to a bunch of unsuspecting people.
Like, like children should be more scared of the world because the world is becoming more scary.
Literally, yeah.
It's just you need a reality. You need the reality of, no, these people are bad.
Yeah,
and you
literally.
should be sus of people.
You
should be sus of more people. You should not trust everyone.
Yeah.
Stranger danger, but like
stranger fucking
worse.
Danger. And people danger as well.
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
Jesus. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, not the asshole. No, fucking, you didn't do anything wrong. You did the right thing.
No, you didn't, and I'm so
sorry that you got traumatized. There's no way that that's not a traumatizing event. It's
fucked up.
Yikes.
You didn't, don't even worry about that fucking guy.
Yeah, fucking,
worry about yourself.
Worry about yourself and, obviously block that person if you haven't already, fucking.
I assume that they're not.
Yeah, so yeah, fucking, yeah, not the asshole. All right, so this comes to us from Vesper, they, them.
Mm.
I don't feel like an asshole for doing what I thought was right, but I've been told I should.
Okay.
I'm a 17-year-old kid and I have no empathy. Yes, you heard me right, but don't call me a bad person just yet. I have no empathy, meaning I can't understand or feel what others feel, nor do I want to help them most of the time. I'll only help those I'm close with and I genuinely care about. Here's a little bit of backstory on me. I do not have the best relationship with my family members at all. My mother sexually abused me since I was a toddler, from what I can remember at least, as well as gaslighted me about all my mental and physical problems, hell, even what race I am, and physically abused me. About the race thing, she gaslit me into thinking I was white when I'm black. Don't ask. She was all, yeah.
That's fucked up.
I'm sorry already.
Holy shit.
She was also constantly in the hospital because she is diabetic, but she never took care of herself. My father was a raging alcoholic, and he was never home because of work, but when he was always either verbally or physically abusing me. My siblings were the same way, even though they were younger than me. Feels kind of pathetic, honestly, but I can't do much about what's already been done. Distant family I was never close with either. I was the one that had to take care of everyone, even though they would hurt me every second of every day that I was alive. They made me believe in a God that never answered my calls or begs for freedom. I've told countless adults and no one has ever helped me, so naturally, I've developed a dislike of authority as early as 5 years old. I have so many mental health issues and no one believed me, but even when I was a kid, I never felt any sort of empathy or remorse. I would still start fights, I would still do what kids shouldn't be doing, etc., etc. As I've got older, it only got worse, but I've matured and stopped doing most of the bad stuff I used to do. I'm almost 18. I thought I would plan an escape from my current living situation. I was going to cut all contact with my family, make sure they never could find me, and start a new life somewhere else. I had spoken about this to my communications teacher, and she responded with, and quote, "Well, they're still your family. Don't you think it's rude to cut them out of your life?"
Don't they think it's rude to fucking put words in my goddamn mouth,
yeah,
bitch?
Literally.
Fuck off. Are you kidding me?
God.
Fuck her.
Yeah, no. God wouldn't like that. Now, I love this teacher. She made me feel welcome and that someone loved me. She believed all my mental issues as well as my physical ones because I'm a lot more visible now. I'm slowly becoming disabled. This was just a knife to the stomach to me. It hurt so much. I exploded in anger. How could she say this to me? I screamed at her. I'm 17 acting fucking 35. I was 10 years old acting 21. Being a parent to those who fucking despise me. Yeah. I don't even like who I am anymore. Don't even know who I am anymore if I don't act like some kind of guardian to everyone. They hurt me in so many ways. They are not my family and there is no God. God wouldn't help me when I was weeping as a child and he wouldn't now. Fuck you. I thought I could trust you.
Bro, you're my fucking hero, dog.
Yeah. And I stormed off. I've never felt so betrayed before. I told my two very close friends and they said that I was too harsh on her.
Nah, fuck
She's an old lady and I was rude. I can't tell when I'm being rude, mind you, but I feel like she had it coming. Old or not, you should know what you should and shouldn't say. That day I got home and started arguing with my parents as well, and they were not happy with me, obviously. So I did what I could only think of doing that I thought was right. I stopped speaking to everyone. The only person I would talk to was my significant other, the only person who would listen to me. Everyone is calling me rude, selfish, and whatever. I just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
My parents tried to provoke fear and anger into me to talk. My communications teacher keeps trying to get me to talk in class, but I just glare at her and not say anything.
Yeah.
My friends keep doing the same. It's been months since I've stopped talking. I've always started getting also started only reply using vulgar gesture. Sorry.
Vulgar gestures?
Vulgar gestures,
Okay.
yeah. I've also started to only reply using vulgar gestures, flipping them off, etc., you know?
You're fucking awesome, dude. That's fucking dope.
I am earning money secretly so I can leave when I'm 18 and live with my significant other. I don't think the no talking thing was bad at all. If anything, it's a mild punishment to me. You disrespect me, I don't expect me to speak to you. I can't speak to people who I fucking despise, I just can't. I'm tired of fighting with people who just to exist to be myself. I thought instead of doing something rational like I usually do, starting fights and shit, this would be the best option. I don't feel bad for what I am doing, but I don't know. I feel like I should feel bad for it. Am I the asshole?
No.
I'm going to say I'm not the asshole.
You're heavily traumatized. You're coming out of a fucking terrible situation and nobody else knows how to deal with that situation.
Yeah, so they can't be the asshole because they're
you're dealing with is a bunch of children who think that the only answer to all of their problems is to look up to authority, whatever authority, be it God or teachers or whatever, and to respect authority and everything will be fine. You know that's not fucking true because your authority figures have fucked you over from the beginning of your life.
Yeah, so listen,
like they're not being good people right now, so you disengaging from them is actually a good thing. Now, the teacher should not have fucking said that.
Yeah, that's weird that the teacher brought up, like, God and shit. I feel like I don't know what type of fucking...
That's fucking inappropriate.
That's way inappropriate. Unless you're at a Catholic school, I hope that's not what you're in, because that's not a safe environment.
I think it's still not okay. But
it's not okay
not
either
a
way,
safe environment at all.
Yeah.
If you are a Catholic school, then that's like, whatever. But if you're at like a public school, that's
you're literally not
very
supposed
inappropriate,
to
and you can probably get that teacher in trouble.
Yeah, literally.
And you fucking should.
Yeah, that's just a weird fucking thing. I don't know why a teacher would say that. Especially a teacher that you trust and knows all these things.
Yeah.
Or at least knows to some extent that, like, okay, this kid has been hurt by their family. And then they're still like, well, what about their feelings?
Teachers, in my experience as a kid that was traumatized, from my family and didn't really have a way out, were, it's a fucking terrible situation because most of the time it just teaches you to trust adults less, which is terrible. That's their job, is to get you to trust them so that they can help you. They can recognize these situations and help you.
Yeah,
okay. So when my dad was dying and I was in high school and I was worried about my dad, he was in a different country. I was in Florida. He was in Texas. And I remember talking to one of the most beloved teachers, I think, at that school. Everybody fucking loved. Yeah. I was like in her class like three periods out of the whatever. And I was her student assistant. And I remember opening up to her about how I was really worried about my dad because he was getting older. I had a really old dad, and I didn't know, but he was gonna die in like 3 years. And actually 1 year. He was gonna die in 1 year. And she goes, when was the last time you saw your dad? And I said, well, he's in a different state. I haven't seen him in like 2 years. Like, I haven't seen him in 2 years.
Yeah.
And she goes, Sarah.
I don't like the tone of that voice. I don't like the fucking...
Really?
Come on, what are you doing? Sarah, just use your adult job to buy a plane ticket using money that you don't have.
Right. And I wasn't even... And I still don't blame any adults in my life at that time. Nobody had any money to buy a fucking plane ticket. It was just a terrible situation. It was terrible. And eventually I ended up having to fucking get an adult job to get on a plane to get there, but it was too late. It was just an awful situation.
Yeah.
And this adult teacher that I respected is judging a fucking 17-year-old.
Yeah, that's not... No, because
in a poor working class household for not seeing her dying father. And then later on, she goes on some crazy rant about how she grew up poor in New York and still found time for her family. And you know what? I have a resentment towards that person. Still, because you know what? She was a well-respected person. I was opening up to her. I did a lot of work for her. A lot of work for her.
It just got tossed because
all the respect I had for her got tossed because she just decided to look down on me from her fucking high horse.
Yeah, so like no, and that's like the
adults, even if they're well respected, even if they're fucking, they know that their role models in your eyes can be cruel.
They can be cruel and shitty and fucking
terrible, but
awful.
I think the lesson to learn from that is nobody can tell you about your situation, and I commend you for going off on that person.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Because holy shit, you fucking put her in her goddamn place.
Yeah, and like fucking, I mean, I get it, and it's good too that like you're not resorting to like straight violence too. I think that is a good,
or like drugs or like anything that is gonna be self-destructive. You know,
that's the thing. You know the right thing is at least like cutting off communication and disengage.
Which is
that's smart. That's the right thing to do, especially in a situation where engaging in any way or being self-destructive gives them ammunition to use against you if you were to engage. You know what I mean? So it's like you're doing the smart thing and you're doing the right thing to do, which is not talk to anyone.
The only thing I can say is have a backup plan for if your significant other thing doesn't work out. Because
that's the thing. Yeah.
You are going to be taking care of yourself once you move out of your parents' house.
Yes.
And really what the situation is, I mean, you say you don't have any empathy. I think that's a valid bodily response to the amount of trauma that you've experienced in your life.
Yeah.
I don't hear that and go, oh, what a narcissist or something like that. I hear that and go,
I don't think you're like a fucking
what a, this is something that you just have.
Yeah.
You know? So, and it might be a cause of your trauma. It might be, but that's not for anyone to say other than your psychiatrist.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
what needs to happen is you need to get into a safe environment with safe people around you, and be able to protect yourself and get into therapy or psychiatry so you can process the terrible things that have been put on you your whole life.
Yeah. And it's not your fault.
If God is judging you, fuck him.
Yeah. You're fucking doing everything.
Fuck? Dude, no.
God. Yeah.
Even if you do believe in a God, anybody believes in a God, he wouldn't judge you for this.
Yeah.
He would want you to be
safe.
If
there is a peaceful almighty being.
Yeah.
Peace is what's needed.
Yeah.
Fucking I don't know, I have very conflicting views on religion. I think a lot of people use religion as an excuse to be bad to people.
To manipulate
people. Yeah. I think religion can be used as a good way to live life, but I don't see that too often, sadly.
Religion is a source of comfort for a lot of people.
That's the thing, yeah.
And I think that's wonderful.
That being said, completely get not fucking wanting to touch it. It's your choice to fucking have, Yeah.
Actually, you know what you should say to these people that say, well, God wouldn't like that? Just tell them that you don't think they have the heart for Christ.
Damn.
That'll ruin them.
That'll probably ruin them.
That will absolutely emotionally ruin them. Just be like, well, you're so hateful. Doesn't seem like you have the heart for Christ.
Yeah. So
figure that out. And then just move on with your damn life, dude.
And get on your skateboard and ride
out of there.
God. But yeah, not the asshole.
And it's going to get better once you get out of these situations.
Yeah, once you're free from all these shitty people. Oh my God, you're going to fucking be fine.
There was even a point in time where I just disconnected from everybody in high school because of the same kind of situation. Everybody had a goddamn opinion.
Everyone's fucking shitty. Yeah.
I was being an asshole because I was fucking traumatized and dealing with terrible, awful shit, bad depression, worrying about my dad dying, and fucking I had to go into class and everybody would be in a shitty little teenager mood.
Yeah, you're going through a lot. Yeah, that's not...
Isn't their fault. They're teenagers.
Yeah.
But like, I just couldn't fucking deal with it and I just disconnected.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta.
Now people are like, you're hilarious. What the fuck? Remember in high school when you were a piece of shit? And I'm like, yeah, I do. I was traumatized. And they're like, haha. and
I'm lucky because no one in high school will dare talk to me.
Because they're judgmental pieces of shit, though. That's fucking why.
Yeah,
I feel like if you're I guess that's my point. You grow up from being in high school and thinking everybody else is a piece of shit or whatever. You grow up into an adult and you look back and you realize, damn, we were all fucking mentally ill.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? And then you get the fuck over it. I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
If people are mad at you for saying shitty things, come on, man.
Come on.
Be an adult.
Be
you know
a
what I
fucking
mean?
adult. So yeah, not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know what else isn't the asshole? This ad break. We did 4 stories. And I gotta pee. Welcome to the ad break.
Welcome.
I'm sweating over all these great deals and ways to support the podcast. There are no deals. So, hey, are you enjoying the podcast so far? Consider liking and subscribing and hitting the bell on YouTube and following us wherever you get your podcast from. And rating us 5 stars on Apple and fucking Spotify, baby.
And we mean 5 stars. If you're going to put any less,
Make it a 1
don't
star.
do it. Don't do it. No. Especially don't do that. We only want 5-star ratings.
Only want 5-star ratings.
If you give us a 4-star, we're gonna find you.
We're gonna make fun of you.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you are enjoying the podcast, definitely support that way.
Absolutely.
But if you want to support us monetarily, right now there's 2 ways.
We used to have merch, but it was a piece of shit.
Apparently, yeah. And I think I'm reworking some of the merch to not be print heavy.
Yeah.
Or we're just not going to do print heavy merch. I'm trying to find an actual decent place. We might go back to our
Teespring, but like, I don't know. If they're
like,
going
maybe
to print
only for,
shit
like,
badly.
Maybe for like not printed shit. Like maybe stickers and mugs. Because their mug selection's like actually decent.
And then it might be like 2 different stores, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, but like for t-shirts, we're looking for a new place for sure. I think we have one place on the docket.
We're trying to figure it out,
We're trying to figure it out, but we'll figure out merch for you guys soon. But if you want to fucking help us out financially for the time being, there's 2 ways to do it. We got a Patreon, patreon.com/APWSTR. You get episodes maybe even a day earlier now.
Whoa.
Now that we're changing our recording schedule,
Oh
we
my
might be able to actually get it out earlier.
Yeah.
And fucking you'll get exclusive content. We have a Wordle series.
We do.
That we're taking a break from, but there is earlier episodes. It is $1 minimum a month. It's
a fucking $1, yeah.
You get $1, you're gonna get maybe $5 worth of content a month, you know?
Yeah.
If you just want to support us regularly, that's the best way to do it.
We're working on it.
Yeah. But if you want to support us for a one-time little donation, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/APWSTR. Coffees are $3. You can do any number of coffees you want. And if you have something you want to say, we'll read it out on the air.
As long as it's not racist, homophobic, transphobic.
But if you got something nice to say, like the person that gave us a buy me a coffee today, we'll read it.
Get one today.
We have one, yeah. We got 5 coffees from Matthew. Could you shout out my girlfriend, Valerie? Her birthday is at the end of the month, and she loves your podcast.
Oh.
She showed y'all to me, and now we talk about it every week after the podcast comes out.
Nice. Hi, Valerie.
Hi, Valerie. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday at the end of the month.
Yeah. What is it? We have even now started saying solved it after we have conversations. She is amazingly sweet and inspires me through her can-do attitude and optimism that the world is not as bleak as I think it is.
That's fucking dope.
My world is a lot better with her in it. Thank you for all y'all do.
Bro, fuck yeah.
Thank you for helping us support the podcast. And,
nice.
Happy
Valentine's Day.
Happy all the holidays.
All of them. Happy birthday, especially.
Happy birthday. Yeah.
Fucking solved it, dude.
Solved it. Yeah. But yeah, if you guys want us to say something on the air, we'll probably read it in 2 weeks because we're recording 2 episodes today.
Yes.
But if you do want to help out the show, those are the 2 ways to do it financially.
Indeed.
And also just watch on YouTube because that's the only monetized platform we have. If you want to keep listening
TikToks
for free.
too.
And TikToks, yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok, APWSTR, YouTube, APWSTR Productions.
Yep, that's a nice free way to give us money.
Yeah, because we're siphoning money from Coke and Pepsi.
I know. We're the criminals.
We're the criminals, yeah.
Wow.
So those are all the ways to support us. So thank you all for watching.
Thank you guys.
To the show.
Bye. All right, so this next one is very not funny at all.
This is a comedy podcast, though, Sarah. What the fuck?
This one is a very dark situation.
All right, buckle. I'll buckle in. Do I have a serious one? I might have serious ones. I don't know.
I'm leaving the light one to be at the end. This one initially was going to be at the end, but this
one's like okay.
Yeah, it's also very long. So
Let's fucking
deal with it, everyone.
Well, good news. TikTok now is 10 minutes, so I can still work with it.
Let's see if this is under 10 minutes. This is from Anonymous or E, and they're they, he.
All right.
So my story needs a trigger warning for self-harm.
Okay.
I can't think of a title that doesn't come off terrible, so I'll just stick to, am I the asshole for dumping my girlfriend after she self-harmed?
I'll wait.
I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna spoil it. No, you're not.
Because I mean, okay, yeah.
I think maybe there's gonna be some confusion about it, but like, I don't think you are.
Because also like
I'm in your corner, and I want you to know.
There's also that story of someone threatening self-harm as like a extortion. So okay, so let's see what happens.
It's a little bit more of a gray area than that one, but it's like not really. It's mostly just shitty.
Let's see.
Okay, I, 26 non-binary, have been dating my girlfriend, 21 trans femme, for around 4 or 5 months and hit it off immediately. When it was good, it was great. I genuinely didn't think I'd be breaking up with her anytime soon, even though we definitely had some problems. Mainly, she was very clingy, but I didn't entirely mind that, if I'm honest. It made me feel special to have someone like me so much and not mind that I'm autistic. But there were times, especially with texting, that I felt like I couldn't keep up with her needs. She would stress to the point of panic attacks when I didn't text her back fast enough, always telling me that it was scary when I didn't and that she was worried I didn't like her anymore. We both have a lot of trauma from past relationships, so I didn't really comment on that and tried my best to accommodate her. However, my workplace is basically a dungeon. There's zero signal inside, and internet connection is something like a myth.
Oh, okay.
So getting a message in or out is damn near impossible.
I get that. A lot of places I used to work at were similar.
Freaking same, yeah.
Yeah.
So when I'd be at work, she'd be sending me messages panicking about how I don't like her anymore, or just sad texts with so many sad eye emojis. I've told her a few times about my work situation, how I can't just drop what I'm doing and text her at work even if I did get a signal, but that I was always texting her when I could. She'd say it's okay, but still guilt me the very next day at work.
That's not great.
Yeah, it's really not cool of her. On top of this, she'd get upset if I texted her wrong.
What?
And I'm autistic, so I don't know if this is my perception or if I'm actually in the wrong, but I felt like it was nitpicking, but still did my best to accommodate her wants. She'd tell me I'd have to add heart emojis to my text or she'd be hurt. That she needed to see them for her quote-unquote lizard brain. And I mean, like, every text. Every single text.
That's... Okay.
Even if it didn't seem like a heart emoji would be right contextually. If I didn't, she'd quote unquote remind me about the hearts and tell me that it was silly, but that she needed them to be happy. And I wanted her to be happy, so of course I started adding emojis to every single message I sent to her. Because she was going through some things mentally, she was constantly asking me to visit her and comfort her, which I had no problem doing as long as I had the time. My job has weird hours, so I'd be at work for over 11 hours, sometimes until midnight, just to have to be at work at 5 or 6 in the morning.
I get that. That fucking sucks.
Yeah, like shifting schedule shit sucks
ass. Yeah, 100%.
So I didn't always have the time to go to her. About 40 minutes to and another 40 minutes back. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fuck.
After... Shut up, man. What the fuck? Bitches calling me during the podcast?
Who called you?
Nobody.
Oh, okay, cool.
Fucking scam. So I did my best to make time for her, dedicated all my days off to her. 40 minutes to and another 40 minutes back after work if I wanted any sleep at all before the next day. So I did my best to make time for her, dedicated all my days off to her, and then met her after work on days I got out early. We had another problem, but I think it was mostly my own fault here. As I've said, I'm autistic, so along with sensory problems involving sex, I also have trauma involving sex, and thus prefer to avoid it. I don't particularly mind having sex, but it's not a fun time for me and more something to just get over with for my partner. When talking about sex with my girlfriend, she told me she has a very low sex drive, and I was pretty excited about that as sex isn't something I can do often. However, pretty quickly when we started dating, that turned out to not be true.
Oh, okay.
She was constantly feeling quote-unquote spicy, so I ended up in a very uncomfortable position of basically asking her if we could stop or at least slow down having sex because I was overwhelmed and starting to feel some kind of way. She said it was okay and we didn't have to and that she wouldn't force me, but it was constant. constantly pushing spicy things onto me, and talking about how she needed the sexual validation and trying to get me to get over my sensory and trauma stuff so I could have sex with her. That's really fucked up.
Yeah, so this is, I know you said already that you thought this is where you were wrong. This is not where you're wrong.
This is like severely fucked up.
This is awful. Yeah, holy shit.
It got to the point where I was constantly apologizing to her for being autistic and having trauma because I wasn't able to do this for her, as well as constantly making myself do it anyway because she would always think that it was because she was trans and I secretly hated her body.
No, okay. Wow, that's
really, no. It didn't matter how many times I tried to tell her that it wasn't that and that I didn't find anything wrong with her body and that it was absolutely just my mental health problems that made me not want to engage in sex. She still was hurt by my repulsion from sex, and so I tried to get over it and do it anyway. My lack of interest in sex hurt her more than I thought it ever would. It hurts you too, though.
Yeah, it hurts you. Yeah, you're literally. I mean, because like it's pretty similar to like being coerced. I feel like, especially if you're being pushed into it. Yeah. So like, no, yeah, not the. It's bad. You shouldn't be coerced into it.
So far, everything that you're telling me so far is that she is demanding you make accommodations for her, but she is not making any accommodations for you.
Literally, yeah. So that's fucked up.
It's really fucked up.
Yeah.
What made me end it just happened a few days ago, and I'm still trying to figure out if I was wrong for having ended it over this. I have been having a hard time sleeping because of nightmares and such. So I had gone a few days without sleeping more than half an hour. Oh my God, dude.
Jesus.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So finally, the other day, I ended up just passing out after work without planning. I ended up missing out on some dinner plans with my mother because of this, as well as missing a couple texts from my girlfriend. Yeah, it's going there.
No, this... you gotta be... No.
I'm not joking. So the next day when I woke up, first thing I did was message her explaining and apologizing. She knows I've been having a hard time sleeping, so she says it's fine, and then a little later she sends me another message. This is supremely fucked up, and this is the trigger warning for everyone.
Once you... Oh, God.
I open it to see she's saying, quote unquote, I've done something stupid. You can't be mad at me. Now, she recently got a tattoo machine as a Christmas gift, so I was expecting a bad tattoo. So I asked her first if she was okay, and then what happened. Instead of any kind of warning or anything indicating what was wrong, she sends me a picture over Snapchat, a few pictures actually, all of her cutting her wrists.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's
the audacity of some people.
Holy shit.
That's
fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
To give quick context without getting too deep into it, I have trauma involving a loved one self-harming and eventually unaliving herself, a series of events that led me to actually having my own problems with self-harming and suicidal thoughts and ideation. My girlfriend knows this. I'm getting so mad. My girlfriend knows this trauma, not all the details, but frankly, I don't want to tell the details, and you don't have to.
Yeah, you know what?
You
don't have to tell that to anyone, and I would not trust her.
Don't fucking. Okay, I mean, you did trust her with this information, and this is what she does.
Literally, yeah, she took.
It's not a fun thing to talk about, but the other day while visiting her, this is so fucked up. Fuck. Okay. The other day while visiting her, I saw a razor blade sitting on her desk, and nervous, I asked about it. She assured me that it wasn't for self-harming and explained a project she was working on that it was being used for. This isn't exactly a shining moment for me, so this is where I'm unsure if my actions were okay. I think I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, let's just oh my God.
Get through this. After sending the photos, she started telling me why people do it and that it gives her some kind of control, and I cut her off, and I'll admit I wasn't being kind about it. I told her I know why people do it and that I get it, but that I didn't care right now, and asked her why she would do it and why she would photograph it and send it to me. She told me that she'd been thinking about hurting herself for a while, but that my mentioning it when I saw the blade made her want to actually do it and gave her the idea to cut herself instead of anything else.
Holy shit. I listen.
Bruh.
Holy fuck. This
is abuse at this point.
This is pretty abuse. Yeah, because now she's literally putting her self-harm onto them.
My whole thing is she knows that you're autistic.
She knows
that you're autistic. She knows all these things that the traumas.
Yeah, she knows at least the bare minimum to know that this is fucked up.
And she still does it.
And still does it.
And then also the talking down about it.
Like literally
is like a fucking cherry on the shit cake, you know? Okay.
And this all came because you passed out.
Right, because you fell asleep.
You fell asleep because you've been overworked from a shitty job.
You were already not the asshole before this.
And you've explained multiple times, and your girlfriend should know about all this shit.
Yeah.
This is such a...
I mean, this is like a perfect example of like what happens when somebody crosses your boundaries multiple times on a small scale
and over.
How it gets bigger.
It just keeps getting, yeah. Holy fuck.
I was horrified and just asked again if I was really what triggered it, and if I'd ever mentioned it. If I'd never mentioned it, she wouldn't have done it. She didn't really answer and started getting mad. I quote unquote wasn't responding how she expected me to.
Oh my god, go fuck yourself, lady. Holy shit.
And I went off. I know I shouldn't have.
Listen, I'm not gonna blame
give
you.
Yourself
I'm not,
give
yourself
some fucking slack, man.
Yeah, there's a limit we all reach at some point, and when that limit happens, it's just kind of like, you know, I say a lot that, you know, you shouldn't blow up, but like this is a situation where you've been pushed.
You've
into
literally
blowing
been.
Up.
Everybody
So,
has
like,
a breaking point.
Everyone has a breaking point, and your breaking point has been reached. This is beyond repair on her end to like.
Honestly, yeah.
So like, I'm not gonna blame you.
I don't blame you at all.
You know, it's kind of like when you say violence isn't the answer, but like, you know, there's a fucking war going on right now. You got to fight back. You know, the fucking.
Yeah, you can't just get pushed around all the time.
Exactly. Yeah, like fucking.
Honestly,
sorry, I
wasn't responding how she expected me to. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
and I went off. I know I shouldn't have made it about my own trauma. Listen, you're expected. You are. Oh, I'm going to keep going, but I'll say that later. Okay. I know I shouldn't have made it about my own trauma, but I just was so angry and upset that I'd caused her to hurt herself and that she'd admitted that to me. And also my own trauma was in my head and making me start to panic and not stop thinking about my loved one and her body when she died. And I was quickly going into an anxiety attack. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I fucking hell, man.
I started yelling at her for showing this, for blaming me, for lying to me about the blade in the first place, and demanding to know what she thought was going to happen. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, literally.
She was so offended and hurt and started telling me that she never would have done it, but I'd put the idea in her head. And then the last night she was feeling bad, and because I didn't answer her text, she had to hurt herself.
Oh my god.
If I just answered her text instead of sleeping over days of not being able to, she'd never have hurt herself.
Go fuck yourself.
What the fuck, bro? I mean, you know,
like, I mean, God, no, I can't. There's no excuse. That's in a
so different scenario
up.
Where you love somebody who has mental health problems and maybe who does start self-harming for a different thing and doesn't go to these lengths to blame you.
Yeah,
maybe then it's like, okay, yeah, let's go get help for you. But this is a scenario.
No, she needs help, but there's nothing that you can do at this point because she's blaming you.
She's brought you into this thing.
She's bringing you into
this. And she's making you, you know.
For all these, and for a relationship's worth of like not giving a shit about accommodating you, but making sure you accommodate her. Like, you know, like
not all people who self-harm blame it on other people.
Literally, yeah, like literally, like fucking.
Not all people who are depressed have suicidal ideation. Blame it on others.
Bro, they've done so fucking much already
for this girl.
For this,
Jesus Christ,
fucking hell, dude.
All I could think about was the friend I lost, how she said similar things, and how if I stayed in this relationship, I'd have to always fear what could happen if I didn't text her fast enough and it being my fault.
I get it. Yeah,
that's a very astute fucking thought.
Yeah, literally. Yes.
I absolutely unloaded on her, told her to go fuck herself, and that I couldn't possibly stay with her after this, after her literally making it my fault that this happened. That's very succinct. That's a very succinct way to put that.
There's a logic to it, and it makes sense. Yeah.
She sent me a lot of messages like, don't go, and asking how I could throw what we had away without even talking about it.
Fuck?
Bitch, you did that.
Yeah,
you did that.
Fuck?
When you decided to try to manipulate your boyfriend with self-harm.
Yeah, like literally.
Or your loved one, I guess.
Your loved one, yeah. Like fucking, yeah, no, go fuck yourself.
Absolutely go fuck yourself.
And then now trying to blame breaking up on them. I'd bounce.
Yeah.
That's a do not contact anymore.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't see how we could talk about it.
Yeah, I don't see how either. Yeah.
And when talking about it to my friends, I got two responses. One saying that I was absolutely right to do what I did, and that considering my history of hurting myself and my responses to that, I really couldn't have that in my life again.
Yep.
Especially if it was being used against me like that.
Yes.
Keep those friends.
That friend? Yes.
Keep those ones that say that. My other friend.
Oh, what's this friend gonna say? What's this genius gonna
this is an ex-friend because this guy sucks.
Yeah.
Said that while what she did was wrong, that I shouldn't have talked to her that way and should have helped her.
Oh my God, what a fucking centrist. Get out of here.
What a goddamn centrist.
Get out of here.
Get out of here, man. I hate that I yelled at her. I know I've been supportive the entire time we're together whenever she's been upset or needed me. I've always done my best to help her and be with her, but I just couldn't do it this time. I can't tell if I reacted the right way or if I was irrational or the one at fault. I don't know if I should answer her calls and apologize because I'm the asshole and we really worked well together, or if I was okay. I don't know. So I'm just okay. A couple things. You did not work well together.
No, there was not
No, you did not.
You did not. No, literally not. Again, you accommodated her.
Even if she didn't
accommodate you. Let's start there.
Constantly like cross your boundaries all the time.
Yeah.
Even if she didn't do that, she's obviously a person who wants sex and you're a person who doesn't want sex. And that's just a fundamental incompatibility that is nobody's fault of their own. She wants a lot of texts. You don't have the ability to text somebody all the time, like most people don't. And
literally, like, even if you worked at a job that had signal, there's gonna be times where you're not gonna be able to fucking text. Like, this is a okay. So
she could probably find somebody who is unemployed or something who can text her constantly and is fine with the emojis and is fine with the having sex, whatever. She could find somebody like that.
Yeah,
that's okay. What she's not gonna do is fucking be in a relationship with you and then self-harm and try to blame it on you for not molding into the perfect partner that she wants.
Yeah, literally. Because just being some weird...
You have to work and sleep. That's her problem with you.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
You have to be a member of society. And you're doing normal things and being told that it's abnormal.
And she's using your autism against you too. By it's really the fact that, I mean, this whole situation now, you don't know if what you did was right, because this is a hard situation for people who, can follow social cues.
Literally anyone.
This is a hard problem for anyone, but she's putting this on you and trying to make it seem like it's your fault. To me, feels like she's trying to manipulate you, thinking that she's somehow better than you, or that she can get one over on you because you have autism or something.
Yeah.
That is how it feels to me a little bit, which really 100%. Irritates me a lot.
That's awful. That's completely evil. Taking, just trying to be, it's one thing. It's already abuse. It's already,
it
being
is
abusive.
Abuse, yeah.
It's another thing to take advantage of something that's out of your control, use it against you, and also use trauma against you.
Yeah.
And literally fucking your first friend was right. I can't.
Without any of these other problems, just the trauma thing would be enough to break up with her.
Yeah.
Honestly, just the text thing even is enough to break up with her. Just the sex thing is enough to break up with her. Yeah. Just all these different things are enough to break up with her, but it really gets, add them all together, it really gets fucking unforgivable.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Absolutely unforgivable.
No one can blame you for leaving.
She can fucking lie, but you know that what happened was she didn't get a text back. She didn't get a text back in the time that she wanted, and then she decided oh, you know how I'm going to get back at him? I'm going to utilize his trauma
for my advantage. Evil. That's evil shit right there.
To make him love me. She's fucking sick in the head. She needs help.
Yes.
But you're not going to
be
job.
The one to help. Yeah.
If anything, text like her mom.
And be like, hey.
Text her family and be like, yo, she did this shit.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'm not.
That's borderline Baker Act shit too, I feel like. Fucking, yeah. Like, I fucking hell. Yeah, not the asshole. I don't know. I get saying, like, I get saying there's a gray area, but honestly, at some point, that was pretty obvious.
Yeah. When you really go through it, I was thinking later, like, I mean, yeah, she does need help.
No, yeah, she does need help, but like fucking
but it's like when you go through and you read it, when you say it out loud, it's a little different than reading it, you know?
Yeah, there's some there's some unforgivable things in there. And like
you should not have to go through that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to be the one to there's only so many times you can be like, I can fix her. No, this is not a fixable moment.
Well, and for
your end at least.
The shitty thing is, like, imagine you also don't know social cues.
Yeah, and like
going through a situation like this is what kills me. Because
then there's no like basis of like.
If you're going to date somebody who has autism, you have to understand that, you know, they have autism, and you're going to accommodate that.
Yeah, you should accommodate that.
You shouldn't make things difficult for them on purpose. Or tell them how to react to you.
And make it, and then take advantage of that by basically manipulating them into thinking, oh, what I'm doing is normal.
Yeah, it's like taking away their emotional autonomy. Like, you know, you don't have the right to react that way to me. You know? That's so severely fucked up. That's like a layer on here that I can't even touch because it's like, I don't even know how to process it.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't even know how to fucking... all I know is that this is evil and this is not, you need to get out and you're right to get out.
Yeah. Don't look back.
Yeah, do not look back at this point. She's going to have to figure shit out on her own because there's nothing I'm
fucking sorry.
I'm sorry.
She should apologize.
She should apologize, fucking work on herself.
The fact that she never even apologized through that whole thing. It started with, I did something bad, don't be mad at me.
Yeah, that wasn't even like I'm sorry. No, that's literally just don't be mad at me. That's a command, you know? Like, I'm sorry. No, that's not, bad person.
That's a bad person.
That's a bad person. And I'm sorry you had to deal with them. Fucking hell, dude.
The audacity to do that shit.
The audacity, man. Wow, Jesus.
You know, like, okay, I'm somebody who has struggled with suicidal ideation in the past, but it's like, it's different when you're in a relationship with someone. It's different when you have close personal relationships.
Yeah.
Because I think now if my depression ever got to that point, again, where I start idealizing suicide, it is a possibility. It is something that could happen. I would just be like, I'm idealizing suicide. I would tell you it's not anything that you're doing, obviously, and I would go fucking check myself into a mental hospital.
Yes, and
that's what I would fucking do.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's something that it's like, if you have these problems, you have to take responsibility for these problems. It sucks. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But so many other people have these exact same problems. You can't expect other people to just accommodate everything that you're fucking... You have to accommodate yourself.
Yeah.
To take care of yourself.
You have to protect yourself and you have to take care of yourself first before... So...
Because then you can't... You know, you're doing the thing that is going to cause you to not be around other people.
Yeah.
And I don't even think suicide is selfish. I'm not even one of those people that think that. But it's an unfortunate result that happens with our fucked up society, our fucked up mental health care.
Yeah.
And just unfortunate situations that happen in life. But there are things that you can do as a depressed person or a, you know, mentally ill person to take care of yourself. This is also a 21-year-old. This isn't a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, this is somebody who has to realize that that they're not thinking correctly and that they need to take care of their own shit.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
Because they care about their partner. I guess that's what really fucks me up, is like the lack of care for the other person.
Yeah. So, fuck, man. I don't even know what to say anymore, honestly. Fuck.
Yeah, aren't you glad I didn't end on that one?
And that's the show. Oh, God. Fucking, dude, Jesus.
You dodged a fucking bullet,
You dodged
bro.
a bullet. You fucking dodged a bullet. Yeah.
Holy
and
shit.
we solved it. So, Sarah, give me the required high five. And fucking, God.
God damn. I mean,
I'm sorry.
The good thing, though, is that you know that you have responses. You have the correct responses. Even people, like, you know, people that get into situations like this sometimes don't even have the correct responses.
Yeah.
Of,
Yeah.
oh, you know, if I can, you know, you at least know to get out. That's good. That's very good.
That's good. Yeah, you
that's
did the right decision.
Correct thing
and
to
got
think.
out. Yes.
My God.
I am sorry. God. All right, let's fucking refresh.
Woo!
All right, and I don't know if this one's gonna be depressing. I don't read these.
Oh, you got to read them.
I did read it. I just forgot all of them.
Oh God.
That's the difference. I read them now. I just don't remember them. So I'm still surprised.
My memory haunts me. I remember every single one.
I don't. But then I also have to edit these all the time. So I'm like,
yeah, you have to hear them 4 times.
Yeah. God. All right. So next story.
No.
Anonymous. She, her.
Okay.
Before I start, I need to mention that I'm in high school and we were sort of long distance.
Okay.
In 2021, I met this guy through a game I used to play. For about a month or a little less, he and I would talk for hours while gaming. When really I was talking with him and I give up on playing the game and he's off killing some zombies but still holding a conversation.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah. I told him I liked him and it's completely understandable if he doesn't want to be in a relationship. He said that he liked me too and we had a great relationship for about 2 weeks. It's not like he completely stopped talking to me. He talked to me, but only if he and I were gaming together. I told him he could spend time with me anytime if it doesn't have to be through gaming because quite honestly, I didn't like gaming 24/7.
Yeah.
But it was the only way I got to spend time with him. I started failing some classes because all I was thinking about was when I would get to spend more time with him.
Oops. Oh no.
He was a really great guy and he was just super sweet and he never said or did anything wrong to me. I was just tired of coming home from school and immediately jumping into my console and staying up late just so I could talk to him. He didn't text me to have a conversation or call just to talk. He had my socials and my number, but all he would do was just send me posts. I told him I wanted us to talk more because it was a little annoying that we would only spend time through the games, and he said he would try harder.
Okay.
He didn't do anything of the sort for 3 weeks. So after a month, I broke up with him, but asked if we could remain friends. He never answered me.
Okay.
I feel like such a horrible person for breaking up with him when I was the one who asked him to be mine, and for telling him I still liked him. Is it bad that I wanted something a little different? No, you're not a gamer.
You're just a kid, man.
You're just a kid and you're not a gamer.
So get ready, because that's what most relationships are.
Yeah, you're going to have the moments of
fucking apathetic men.
Apathetic men, yeah. Who just want to fucking get on COD and kill some zombies.
When they could have puss if they just fucking tried.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Man,
Listen, everyone wants a fluffy-haired gamer boy until they realize that gamer boy games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, fucking, yeah, it's just an incompatibility.
And it's not even just gamers, you know, we're joking here, but like fucking, I've had like multiple 1 month relationship with men who are like, I'm totally in love with you. And then don't hear anything from them for 2 weeks. And I'm like, hey, what the fuck is up? And they're like, oh yeah, just not ready for a relationship. They never were. They never were in love with you.
Yeah, so
they just thought it was fucking, all right, yeah, whatever. This chick likes me. Okay.
Epic.
And then they don't do anything. They don't do anything. They don't even want to hang out. They don't even want to talk to you. They don't, because they don't like you.
Yeah.
They just don't. I mean, it's hard to hear, but it's just, he's not very into you.
Yeah, if they were into you, they would talk to you to you all the time, and it wouldn't have to be through gaming.
Yeah, and it's like,
I don't know. Are they just using you to fucking farm coins or something, you know?
Yeah, well,
like,
just like to have somebody to talk to over a game.
Yeah, so like, yeah.
He probably liked you a little bit, but not enough, not as much as you liked him, and then you know, just didn't want to put the effort in, I guess.
I don't know. Yeah, you just kind of you dodged a bullet.
Pretty much.
Not only that too. There's so many stories of like meeting someone through the internet, and like it doesn't happen.
I was sus at the beginning.
Yeah, you know, you got to be a little sus of like, okay, how old is this man?
Yeah, I was like, is this like, a 27-year-old or something?
Yeah, but I mean, I know it's not all of them, but it's like, you know, too common of a story of like,
honestly,
fucking,
and it shouldn't be that you're failing your classes.
Yeah, you should focus on. I mean, listen, your grades won't mean shit, but like, just get a C. You know, just
get a fucking C.
Get a C, and you'll be fine. But like,
go to college and start getting A's. That's when it.
That's when it matters. Yeah. That's when like scholarships. But yeah, fucking
you want that money, babe.
Yeah, get that money, get that bag.
Yeah, I don't. You're gonna have multiple relationships of this or not. Hopefully, the next person you meet is actually really into you
and will actually care about you.
But now you know not to fuck that up. You know?
Yeah, you know, like fucking
Now you know the value of somebody.
You know some
really
red flags
caring
now
about
of
you.
Like,
wow, this guy doesn't.
Why is this guy distant? Why
this guy doesn't give a fuck? And no, it's not any like personal failing. It happens to literally everyone.
Yeah.
Unless you're like super hot, but then you're going to actually have trouble finding a person who likes you for you.
Yeah.
You
as
know?
opposed to just, yeah.
There's pros and cons of everything.
Yeah. So
fucking, I feel bad actually for women that are like crazy hot that are dating men. Dude, that's gotta be ass.
Yeah. Actually, I'm sorry to them.
That's gotta suck, dude.
Yeah.
Like the women on Twitter, they're like crazy hot and they're super fucking popular and they just
get the replies.
Yeah, the replies from like 60 to 70-year-old dudes that are like, I'll put my chub in your badge.
Please, I'll pay anything. I'll pay anything.
Actually, that's dope. I don't feel bad for them about that.
I don't feel bad about the money. Make that bag.
Make that bag, hon.
Make that bag. But yeah, no, not the asshole.
Yeah, not the asshole. Don't worry about it.
All right, fucking.
Okay. All right. This is from anonymous she, her.
All right.
Hey guys, I hope y'all and the kiddies are well during these trying times. I'd like to remain anonymous, and my pronouns are she, her.
Okay.
Thank you for putting that in the preamble. I wanted to give you a story with some big friend drama that happened to me a while back, and now I'm thinking about it now.
Okay.
Buckle up, buckaroos. This one is a lot. Sorry, it's kind of long, but there's a lot to this, and much I'll have to leave out.
Again, 10-minute TikToks. Don't worry, you're fine. Don't worry.
Don't even worry about it.
The longer the better. The more watch time we get.
So I used to have two friends from middle school that I got very close with over the course of 8 to 10 years. We were kind of like the dynamic trio. While we were all friends, we had our ups and downs because we were literally growing up together. This all happened when I was 23 and I am 25 now.
Okay.
These two friends, let's call them Mary and Sam, both were in really toxic thinking and behavior patterns. And I think they were also just generally unhappy. However, Mary was very specifically toxic, and I forgave her for a lot before finally cutting her off. For instance, she would have, before we had our falling out, she had told me she was quote-unquote talking to an ex-love interest of mine behind my back who had seriously hurt my feelings.
Okay, that's not great.
That's pretty bad. That devastated me, but she told me this at a party when we were drunk, and I don't know if she would have told me otherwise.
Oh,
that's like somehow worse.
Yeah, like...
That she just wouldn't say anything?
Yeah, because then, like, you know, fucking... That means while she's sober, she's actively thinking of, like, can't tell her.
I can't tell her this.
And then one time her inhibitions are lowered and like,
she's like, I fucked this guy. Her excuse when I asked her why she would do that was, I didn't... Oh, wait, what? Yeah, okay. Her excuse when I asked her why she would do that was, I didn't know that was his game. I told her it didn't matter. She shouldn't have spoken to him behind my back at all.
Yeah.
Weird excuse.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Yeah,
I don't know. So knowing that she's willing to do things behind my back, she was also purposefully devious and admitted to this many times.
Oh no.
I let way too much go and didn't call her out when I absolutely should have. For instance, she would talk shit about my other bestie, Sam, who she lived with. My roommate and I, who also knew them since middle school and had a rocky relationship with Sam, both talked over Mary's issues, and we both told Mary to simply have a conversation with Sam about what her concerns were. Every time her response would be, no, I'll just sit on it and wait. Cool and fun.
Yeah. Cool and fun.
You know what's really good when you have problems with somebody? Not
I'm just gonna
telling
wait
them.
It out. I'm just gonna, fuck it, whatever.
Just fucking seeing how it'll go.
Roll the dice.
I realized too late that this was so she could literally use her information as ammunition.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Cut to us being 23 and regulars at a bar that Sam works at. Mary is a regular who, quote unquote, helps out with tasks around the bar. Mary gets pregnant with a man she's known less than a year and has moved in with Sam and her baby daddy.
All right.
Mary has always had bad mental health issues that include self-harm and suicidal ideation. I was her rock friend who always had her back literally no matter what. I had the time and freedom to host her at my house when she needed breaks from being a mom and just the stress of life. I always gave her space to heal and an ear to listen. Well, that summer, Mary was having a really hard time. To be kind of bitchy about it, Mary has a history of literally running away from her problems. Like, literally. She has done this before where she will simply leave her house, turn off her phone, and practically vanish under the threat of suicide.
Yikes.
That's
okay.
That's yikes, bro.
Again, not great. Jesus.
She did this when she got caught in her own toxic web, when she could no longer justify her actions and how she was treating others, and couldn't access her ability to cope and self-soothe.
Well, okay.
That's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
I had a lot of empathy for her then because of the way that she framed her situation was always that she was the victim.
Oh.
And I learned too late that was a symptom of narcissism and unhealed trauma. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So after she is found fine, I give it a few days and let her know what we need to talk about, making a plan for her. Let her know that we need to talk about making a plan for her when this happens because I couldn't handle the worry and the stress of these situations with her anymore. I told her I loved her, but that I need to focus on my own healing and that these actions put everyone on edge and it wasn't healthy. Silence. I heard absolutely nothing back from her. That was the first time we stopped talking. A few weeks later, I confronted her at Sam's bar and we had a conversation about it. I can't remember this conversation because I was drunk, unfortunately, but it seemed like she understood and we moved on from there. Okay.
Seemed like it's gonna probably do some legwork, I assume.
I think so. A few days later, we were texting, and she started talking shit on Sam again, criticizing her lifestyle, her relationship, and bringing up past speculation that I'm not at liberty to talk about out of respect for Sam and the fact that this speculation is one of the many things I think Mary simply wanted to believe rather than thinking about the truth. Also, during this time, Mary was having significant problems with her partner and baby daddy. I told Mary I didn't want to hear it about Sam because I've told her to address her issues before and she refused to. So I thought it was better to just let it go. Cue another bout of radio silence. Cool and fun.
Yeah, always good when,
anytime you call her on her bullshit, she's just like,
I'm out.
I don't want to talk to you. A few weeks later, again, I confront her at the bar and this would be the last time. I told her if she wouldn't simply talk things out with me, I was done. I was growing up and moving on from petty drama and absolutely refused to hear illegitimate criticism of my best friend, Sam, that was baseless and simply a tool for Mary to make herself feel better.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yes, that's an adult thing to say. We low-key argued about it. I got her to see my side and admit just a little bit that her actions weren't cool, and I told her straight up that I wouldn't support it anymore. I thought things were resolved and we could go forward on new ground, promising to be more honest with each other and ourselves. So get this shit. That same night, I'm flirting with a guy at the bar who I'm trying to take home. Mary knows this guy is a bar regular. We'll call him Mark. Mary encourages me to go for it and vouches for his character and everything.
Okay. So already this guy's good.
We are all having a good time. The bar is closing. We are about to leave, and the group, including Mary, Mark, Sam, and I, all do a shot. We are walking away from the bar, joking around, and I'm about to leave with Mark. He makes an offhanded joke comment to Mary about an incident that happened between Mary and one of the bouncers. He said something like, haha, don't spit on me like you did that one time with the bouncer. That sounds like a crazy fucking time. What the hell?
Fuck? What, Mary? What are you doing?
Mary immediately stops smiling, turns away, and huffs off, saying angrily that it was an accident and the bouncer knows it. Mark follows her and says he knows that he was just poking fun and says he's sorry it hurt her feelings. She isn't having it. I'm tired and horny. So I'm like, whatever. Let her be mad if she's going to choose that. I tell him, let's go. We leave out the front door and get in his car. We make out a little and I get a phone call. It's Mary. I pick up. She's telling me how I shouldn't sleep with him. He's a bad guy and she will feel betrayed if I fuck him.
I would be betrayed. How dare... Dude.
The narc rage is so funny.
Bro,
honestly, it's over the stupidest shit. That's how you know it's a narc. It's just like dumb.
That's
dumb
so
shit that
stupid.
doesn't need to
Just
exist.
one joke was enough to...
She was like, you don't get to have pussy. It's so stupid. Oh my God. When she had literally earlier told me to go for it.
Yeah,
that's
literally.
True.
Yeah,
she
was like, 1 second. She was like, "Oh yeah,
man.
no, yeah, go for it." Hey,
dumbass. Okay.
How dare she fucking mention the bouncer?
I tell her that she's drunk. We can talk about it later, and I never put her in charge of who I fuck. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
you can fuck
the
whoever
other
you
thing.
want.
Yeah, fuck
Jesus, free country.
So I fuck him. Congrats.
Yeah.
And the next day I try to talk to her and get nothing. So I gave up. I wasn't into the toxic cycles anymore and was ready to just move on. Yeah. There were some smaller snips of Mary and I speaking angrily to each other, and she stalked me on social media via fake pages and mutual friends where she would have them talk shit to me under her influence.
Yikes.
That's very...
that's some fucking Batman villain shit, I feel like.
Classic narc shit. During this time, she also apparently unleashed any and all dirt she had on me to Sam, who also claimed that I had speculated about her relationship with her partner and another friend she had, instead of that being Mary's doing.
Yeah, literally Mary's just putting the shit that Mary does on you. That's fucked.
Yeah. So Sam was then distrustful towards me and also blocked me on social media. That fucking sucks.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That really hurt because I had known and loved Sam for 10 years at that point. Cut to now, I haven't spoken with Mary or Sam in 2 years. I'm glad Mary is out of my life, but I miss Sam dearly. Sam had her own issues and things she needed to stand up to in her life, and to make things worse, Sam's mother, who I was also close with because I would be at Sam's house all the time as a young teen because we lived close to each other, passed away. That fucking sucks.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
We were still friends when this happened, and the friendship ended a few weeks after. I just wanted to give Sam time and space. I promise there isn't much more, but there is an interesting twist. Firstly, I got a job at Mary's favorite boutique that she got me interested in during her friendship. So haha, fuck her, I'm living her dream.
Get him.
I had also loved Sam's sister. Sam's sister's husband came into my workplace and I got to talking with him. I learned that Sam and Mary also had a falling out and no longer live together.
Oh, shit.
I still drive by the bar sometimes and wonder if I could go in and reconcile with Sam. I believe she's a good person at heart, even if she's a little naive and immature at times.
I get that.
Yeah. My roommate, who feels kind of burned by Sam because of things that went down between them, is distrusting of her still, but my roommate doesn't trust easily anyway. It took me at least 3 years of living with her to be close with her, and now we are inseparable and have a really trusting relationship. That's good.
That's good, yeah.
What are your thoughts? Should I go to the bar and talk to Sam? I may have also been mentioned to her via her sister, who I still interact with in social media sometimes, that I'd be interested in doing so. Sam is a non-confrontational type, and I don't want her to feel like I'm forcing anything, but I can't help but feel like it would be good for us to have a real conversation because I felt like we never really got to do that. Thanks for taking the time to read this. I love the pod, and I can't wait for y'all to read this, LMAO.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I think okay. I think it's a good idea to try and reconnect with Sam. I do think, because I don't think there's any real bad blood there.
Well, I mean, I don't know. We don't really know Sam's feelings.
That's the thing. Yeah, Sam's feelings should be. I don't know what their feelings are, but like, if you wanted to try and do it, I probably wouldn't just go right to the bar.
Yeah,
I would probably like maybe text like, "Hey, would it be okay? It's been a while.
If you're
hope you're doing well."
This is what I was thinking. If you're still blocked, then I wouldn't touch it.
Yeah,
because then that's just Sam has moved on. And probably doesn't want any of this brought up again, which sucks, but it's like that's
also fair because like
past is the past,
especially if like Mary has been just fucking poisoning the well, you know.
This is how narcs fucking break people up and like triangulate things and go about life. It's fucking terrible. It absolutely just like ruins relationships with other people. It's awful.
Yeah.
It's a
sucks.
terrible situation that is just like none of y'all were the causes of anything. You were just people trying to have friends and have relationships and go about life and figure it out. And Mary was just fucking shit up on purpose because that's how she gets her energy, you know?
Literally. So like, yeah, fucking, no, I don't think you're the asshole. I know that wasn't the question.
Obviously,
but like,
you're not.
I don't know. I don't know if it's worth.
If you have the ability to message her and say like, hey, how's it going? Do you want to catch up?
You know, yeah, it's been 2 years. Fucking a whole pandemic happened, you know? So.
Yeah, you know, she might not even work at the bar anymore.
True. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to fucking be working in person anymore.
Right. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's worth, it's definitely worth, if you're not blocked.
Yeah.
Connecting. And like, I don't know, if you're blocked, maybe in the future you won't be blocked. I don't know, I wouldn't bet on it.
Know.
But fucking, yeah, I mean.
It's up to Sam to figure out if she wants to.
Yeah, and it's up to Sam to figure out, like, especially, I mean, you're on good terms with, like, Sam's family, at least, you know? So, like, there's at least that. So I wouldn't, like, I guess, like,
you know,
I wouldn't be surprised if there is some sort of road to, like, reconnecting, especially if you did enjoy Sam's company.
Yeah.
You know, because, like, fucking, it's hard to find good friends, you know? It's like,
it is really hard.
Yeah, so, like, fucking, yeah, no, I don't, it's so fucking funny that Mary switched up on you, though.
Dude, that's so stupid about spitting on a bouncer. It wasn't even on Mark.
Literally, yeah.
It was on a bouncer.
You're making one joke about Mary.
You were a fucking asshole to a bouncer by spitting on them.
Yeah.
And then Mark was like, remember when you were an asshole? Haha.
And then she freaked out and stormed off and tried to cock block him and block you too, like...
It's fucking weird. It's weirdo behavior, man.
That's weird. Fucking fuck who you want.
That was fucking awesome though that you were just like, I'm gonna fuck Mark.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Yeah.
Fuck Mary. I'm gonna fuck Mark.
God. Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry to deal with Mary, but
yeah. I'm glad you got dicked down by Mark.
Dicked down by Mark. And then it's in the way that you use it plays. And
it's in the way that you use it.
So congrats.
Congrats.
Cheers on sex. Cheers on copulation between the...
Copulation?
What's it called? It's called something, right? Copulation. Fuck 12. We're cops in there.
Fuck 12. More like pigulation. Stupid. What the fuck are we talking about? You dodged a bullet, fam.
You dodged a bullet. I'm sorry. Fuck Mary.
Fuck Mary.
See, as comedians, it's about making connections.
Yeah, it's all about connections.
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
Oh my god.
I'm such a fucking hack. Why does anyone listen to me?
I don't know.
All right, last story. Also solved it. We solved it.
Hey, we fucking solved it.
We solved everything.
We solved it.
We are our own heroes of our own story.
Mm-hmm.
All right, final story comes to us. I'm delirious. I don't know why. We gotta do another. We gotta do another one of these.
Oh
Yo, next week's one's gonna be fun for you guys, isn't it?
Next week's gonna be
crazy. Are you guys gonna like the fact that I'm gonna change my shirt and to make it seem like you recorded it at different times?
You know what's funny?
Let me know in the comment down below.
This sweater is sweaty as hell, so I am gonna change my shirt.
You guys don't know when we record.
You guys
Thursdays.
are not gonna know at all. Thursdays.
All right. Final story. Comes to us from Anonymous. She, her.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for wanting my family to leave my life alone? Okay, so I'm not sure how to tell my family what I do as my business. To start off, I, 18 female, started dabbling in the dominatrix world and have a few clients. One of these clients sent me a package containing some adult toys. My dad is also my landlord and saw I had packages and decided to open them.
That's a fucking crime.
That's a crime. Literally.
That's a goddamn crime.
Get the United States Postal Service police on this.
Yeah. Calling a mailman because your dad opened your dildos.
Literally. When he was opening them, I saw and his face was shocked and horrified, as was mine. I got upset that he opened my personal package addressed to me And I came up with the excuse that it was a gag gift for my friend, which he didn't believe. And so he said, we need to talk about this, which I respond, no, we don't.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
that's good. Yeah, you don't have to fucking talk about it. Yeah,
good.
It's your fucking life.
Yeah.
Jesus. Now he's wanting us to sit down with my therapist and talk about this. I think that is my life, and I'm doing it in a safe, small fashion.
Yeah.
He, on the other hand, feels I'm in the wrong. We both talked to my stepmom, who is being natural. She is a feminist and is being supportive of me, yet also understands my dad's concerns. And now saying, think about your reputation, yet I use a different name and have NDAs written up and signed for this. So how should I go about this? And would I be the asshole if I told my dad to leave me alone about the subject? You want to be the asshole. It's your life. It's your job.
I get that maybe he's upset because you are 18 and not like 24 or something, you know?
I mean, yeah.
And maybe he's like immediately like, oh, she's my baby girl, but he's got to fucking get over that, honestly. You're an adult.
I mean, yeah, you're an adult. You have the ability to make your decisions now.
Yeah.
I mean, I get the idea of like wanting you to be careful. I mean, you're being careful already by like using a different name, having NDAs, you know, you're not going right into it. Like
you're not in a relationship with a 30-year-old, you know, like you're not being groomed.
As long as you're not being groomed and you're like
just a
fucking
sex worker.
Yeah.
And you're just
fine.
working.
Yeah, you're just working.
That's it.
It's your 9 to 5, whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares? I mean, what are you gonna do? Fucking, it's either you're a dominatrix or you get an office job.
Honestly,
fucking whatever. Like,
yeah,
you want to push papers or whip dicks? Like, what do you want?
Yeah, exactly. You chose this job.
You chose that one, yeah.
It's fucking. You probably know about the consequences. If you don't, then I don't know. Fuck, I'd recommend you look them up. But also, like, it's not it's
not my decision. It's your life.
We can't judge you for that because neither of us are sex workers. So like,
I don't care.
And neither can your dad unless your dad is a sex worker.
Yeah, literally.
If your dad is like, I've fallen down this hole before.
I was back in my day.
He's probably just freaked out that his little girl's grown up and is a sexual being and he's just a weirdo.
Yeah, but that's not on you. That's on
definitely.
Him to fucking
it's a problem that he's your landlord, though.
Yeah, because now if he's gonna open up fucking packages, I would tattle on your dad. Fucking call the police.
Call the police. Call a mailman.
It's a federal crime. What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it might be that like he's just like. That's the thing, you know, his parents are going to be like, not in my house, not in my blah, blah, blah.
But also you're not doing it. I assume you're probably going to an actual like dungeon or something, right? Like, I mean, you could be doing it from home. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just work from wherever you want to fucking work and do whatever you want to do. You shouldn't be forced to like.
He shouldn't be judging you.
Shouldn't be judging you and shouldn't have this much control over your life since you're a fucking adult now.
You know what I feel about this situation?
What do you feel?
Talk shit, get hit. Fuck around and find out. He fucked around. He found out.
Yeah.
That he found the consequences of his actions. Don't open your daughter's mail.
Don't open up the fucking mail.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, no, yeah. You're
don't
not the
open
asshole.
up your fucking daughter's mail.
Yeah, also it's weird that he wants to be with your therapist to talk about this.
Yeah.
Like it's like some weird father-daughter
he just
fucking
doesn't
counseling.
No boundaries, man.
Yeah, so like
I would just invite him into doing that and then if you trust your therapist, your therapist is going to back you up. Be like, okay, Dad, let's sit down and talk about sex toys. Me, an 18-year-old woman, and you, a grown-ass man, worried about me having sex toys.
God, man.
Like, it would be different if you were like 16. You know?
Oh, yeah, if you were underage, not fucking, no.
You're an adult. You're an adult,
and as long as you thought through it, you're doing it I assume pretty safely, especially if you got those fucking legal documents, you know?
Yeah, honestly, it sounds like you're doing it safer than other people.
You've probably figured out how to do it as safe as possible. I mean, you know, I guess the common excuse, quote unquote, is like, oh, it'd be dangerous. Like any job is fucking dangerous. Whatever.
And walking outside is dangerous.
Outside is dangerous. So whatever. Fucking
I totally.
I worked at a fucking theme park. The idea of a terrorist attack happening was, always fucking on the back of my head. You know.
Fucking I guess what I'm trying to say is like he very well could pull the. My house, my rules. You're not allowed to do that, blah, blah, blah. So you have to be ready to make that decision of...
I got to leave the house.
Or I got to give this up.
Yeah.
Because, those are the things.
That's gonna be an ultimatum. And you shouldn't be put through that ultimatum, but if you have to,
he's an asshole for doing it.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's just like, well, okay, that's what reality is then.
Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with assholes, and sadly your dad might be an asshole.
He is the authority of the house, not just in the dad way, but also in the landlord way.
Yeah.
So he could just like evict you, and he would be a piece of shit for doing that because you're his daughter. But he could do that if he doesn't like what you're doing in his house.
All right, here's the solution. I know the solution now.
Yeah.
We start a revolution. First in the guillotines are the landlords.
Yeah. Yeah.
Viva la revolution.
Your dad was an asshole as soon as you said he was a landlord.
Honestly, yeah.
Honestly,
yeah. Fucking peace was never an option.
Yeah, like fucking our landlord doesn't want us to smoke weed. Even though if we had a medical card, we could smoke weed and it would be legal for us in this state. And she straight up told us to our face, like, I don't care. She was like, I don't give a shit.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a shit. Get edibles or something. Don't smoke in my fucking apartment.
Yeah.
And she can kick us out
if there was ever
she finds out that we smoke weed in the house, which we don't. I'm too scared to, actually, because I'm a nerd. But
and also I don't want to lose this fucking lease.
Yeah, that's why I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of weed.
You're scared of weed, pussy.
But it's like that's a stipulation that we agreed to when we signed up this lease. That's adult shit.
Yeah.
It's very possible he could do the George Lopez show thing from when his daughter fucking ran away in that season because she wanted to fuck her boyfriend. When she ran away to San Francisco and he brought her back, he was like, okay, if you want to be an adult, you have to pay rent. And I mean, honestly, if you are paying rent to your dad, you should be allowed to live like an adult.
Yeah, do whatever the fuck you want. If you're paying rent, fucking...
But he can put stipulations on you.
I mean, yeah, but... Fucking,
he's an asshole. You should be able to. Yeah, I think he's an asshole. I think he's an asshole. I think sex work is real work.
Yeah, so do I.
But I'm just being pragmatic about the situation. He could kick you out.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's so many fucking loopholes. There's so many pieces of paperwork that they could use. If you get a good enough lawyer, you can do anything. Like it's fucking bullshit.
If anything, freak him out. Move out.
Yeah, fucking yeah.
And then be like, I'm not gonna talk to you if you don't
support me.
Shut the fuck up.
If you don't shut up and
you don't even need to support me. You can just shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah.
If you talk to me about it, if you want to do this therapist thing or whatever, we're not talking.
Yeah, literally.
And then you kind of force him to either have to respect you and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, you're not the asshole.
You're not the asshole. It's just a bad situation.
Make that bag.
Make that bag, dude.
Why is all our advice today make that bag? I feel like I've said that a bunch today.
Or protect yourself.
Protect yourself and make that bag.
Yeah, honestly.
The two pillars of life. The two C's of marriage.
He shouldn't be criticizing you too. He should be protecting. That's another thing. He should be protecting you.
Parental figure literally just fucking not doing the job of parent.
He probably thinks that he is.
But in reality, no, he's not.
No, he should just be like, okay, do this smartly. Don't get groomed. Don't get, you can still get groomed at 18. But like,
I will say it does kind of like, there's another feeling I have. I remember there's this Jim Jeffries bit about like if he had a son or a daughter.
Yeah.
Like the son is like, oh, I want my son to have all the cock or pussy that he can get.
Right.
But then the daughter, like no one can touch her.
Yeah, that's fucked up. It's
this weird like, double standard of like, we allow men to be sexual beings, but women are not shamed allowed for it. Yeah. But
then also those are the same men that objectify every woman that they see.
Yeah. So like, it's like they're just being hypocritical, double standard bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's, I don't always, sorry that I'm making it more like there's an actual societal issue.
No, it is.
But there is.
You're right.
It's a really, that's part of it too, I think. At least when I think of like that type of like bullshit,
absolutely.
So I'm sorry that like, it's still stigmatized fucking.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be.
It's a stigmatized. It's like racism. It's misogyny, is what it is.
Yeah.
It's just fucking.
Everyone loves Johnny Sins, but every other female porn star is a fucking is a slut.
Right. Yeah. It's like no, they're just fucking business women.
Yeah, literally.
That's it. They're just doing a job.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, not the asshole.
Not the asshole. Like that's crazy to me that some parents think that getting into sex work is as bad as getting into like drugs.
No, it's not. What the
it's
fuck?
Really
Dude,
not.
If you do it safe, fucking you're doing what you want. Jesus.
Bro, if I had a daughter that like did sex work and smoked weed, and all other parents would be like, man, you really fucked her up. I'd be like, no, I raised a cool ass bitch.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Bro, she's cool as hell.
Yeah,
what the fuck? Yeah.
No, I want her to do a 9 to 5 and smoke heroin.
No, I want her to do it in secret.
Yeah.
What? No.
Yeah, I want fucking...
What? That's where you get into trouble.
Yeah, literally. When you have to hide something and do it below the bar or whatever the fuck. Like,
yeah, I would be like
under table. Yeah, like,
I'd be like, bro, that's fucking gross. You're my daughter. I don't want to hear about it. But like, do it. I don't care.
Yeah, just don't tell me about
it. Just be safe.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Be safe about it and be smart about it.
I'm sure there are other feelings that once you push a baby out of your fucking pussy.
Yeah, but like, whatever.
Out of your vagina. Once you push a little being out of you and have that and watch it grow up.
Some stupid attachment to it.
Some fucking lover shit that you...
And that's stupid and dumb, but...
Getting in the way of sex workers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's dumb.
It's
not the
dumb.
asshole.
Yeah. Your dad's just being an overproductive dad.
Solved it. And that's the show.
That's the show, everybody.
Sex work, guys. Sarah, what do you want to plug?
Follow me on fucking Twitter, bitch, at SQUINTON271. That's SQUINTON271.
Nice. I'm Joshua Chinland on Twitter. A guy nicknamed JC on Twitch. APWSTR Productions on YouTube. APWSTR on Twitter. A podcast save this on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
APWSTR on Patreon. Buy me a coffee. And clips are going to be on the main channel now.
Yes,
probably.
We're moving them over.
We're going to start doing clips again. We're doing the Create Unknown thing because they also do on the main channel. Yeah.
On 2 Hot Takes does that too.
Oh yeah, true. It makes sense. That's where everyone is.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
Yeah. So clips will be coming out soon. Epic shareable clips.
Epic clips
for SEO marketing. I fucking hate the internet. And that's the show, everybody.
That's the show, everybody.
Peace out, everybody.
You fucking knew. You fucking knew. You fucking knew about the ache in my womb land. About the fucking ache.
Sarah, how is anyone gonna click on the cards on YouTube while you're saying all this? Sarah.
You fucking knew. Fucking knew. About that ache in my womb land.
I'm gonna go sign the paperwork.
This is why we're sexist. We're just bullying women.
Women aren't safe in this podcast.
Women schwimmen. You know what
women
I'm fucking saying?
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Hey, fucking, hey, gabagool.
Gabagool, dude.
You fucking knew.
Fucking, yeah.